wonder why is grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple lies. You can't see me, you Stevie, wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Man, dream on, yeah, dream on, dream weaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It is your boy Ernie, the Blerd without fear. Got the homie Carter presents. Welcome to, what is this? This is episode 284 of the Blerd Cave, the #1 comic book news stream on this or any other Earth in the multiverse that you can find, not just right here, but you can also get us on Amazon, Apple, Google, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere good podcasts may be found. And if you do, make sure you leave us a rating. Helps us find more listeners just like yourself. Carter, I'm out of breath because I had to run back here.
Your kitchen ain't that far from that room, dog. I've been in that house now.
Well, no, it wasn't so much the distance. It was the, oh shit, I got 14 seconds.
Gotcha.
I was like, we got 14 seconds to get back up in here. Oh, by the way, man, look, already coming out here, out the gate swinging. And you know what? I got to put respect on it.
Yeah, I read it before I saw the amount. I read it.
Look, wait. See, now I really am gonna catch it in the next installment of Akagun.
I told you.
I really am gonna catch it.
I told you, Murewa is not playing with you, dog. Fuck what you talking about right there. I swear to God, I told him last week, and y'all were right here. You let them emails and them storm early issues get to your fucking head, and I told you it was for you to lower your guard down. To when a random ball motherfucker in that era got glasses on and catch it, got your ass. And in the cloud, Murewa is gonna specifically tell that artist to put in the clouds. You gonna very faintly see the words. I told you. You just gonna see that spelled out in the cloud. I told you. Murewa not playing with you, dog. I told you gonna get your ass on Iron Man. The day that book dropped in the comic shop, I'm going live on Twitch and we all gonna see it together. You heard it here first. We gonna flip through them pages.
He confirmed he's in going down.
Boom.
Look right there. God damn it.
I told you. I never disrespected the man, so I don't have to worry about being killed in that book because I didn't do nothing.
Look.
I'm gonna go live on Twitch for all of you guys. Twitch.tv/Carter Presents. You're gonna come with me to the comic shop when that new issue of Akagun drops. We're gonna turn through them pages and we gonna read it together until we see that bald motherfucker with glasses, wondering people wore glasses back then. And then we gonna look for that page in the clouds. I told you. Watch.
Oh my God. Look, matter of fact, it's gonna be some wild shit too. It ain't gonna be no clean death.
What?
It ain't gonna be a clean death. It's gonna be like a motherfucker getting his head. Like, I don't know if y'all remember those old like Blade of the Immortal manga, but there would be these moments where like Manji would cut a motherfucker's head in weird ass fucking like geometric patterns and shit. That's what's gonna happen to me. I'm gonna get my head cut into a fucking
I'm telling you, you know what's gonna be nasty about it? Because I know how our people work. It's not the fact that you just gonna see a bald dude with glasses catch it so that you know it's you. Bet money he gonna be saying something about 19. You ain't gonna get to 99 out because you're gonna already be dead by then. But you're gonna be saying 19 something and catch it. Watch.
Look, man, look, I'm like this right now.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Dude, I'm getting lit up. I'm getting lit up, man. I don't even know what to do with all this. God damn. But but no, shout out to Murewa. For those who do not know, Murewa Ayodele, who is a writer of Akun, brutalizer of gods, also B, writer of I Am Iron Man. Putting that out there. I'm putting the respect down. I'm putting the respect down. C, also writer of the current Storm series. And while this is item D, but it is and might seem like it's last, but most certainly is not least. It most certainly is not least. We got Murewa and I got a talk that's going to be coming up. I think, and I'm hoping I got my time zones and everything correct. Yeah. But Murewa is gonna be chilling with us. For me it'll be tomorrow. I don't know what the time frame. Time frames are weird for me.
Yeah.
But if y'all have not done so already, you should probably go to make sure you have notifications. Make sure you have notifications and everything turned on. Because we're gonna be going live tomorrow for me, and we're gonna be talking about Storm. So actually got it just right here. There's a lot of stuff in the way right now, but y'all don't worry about that. Y'all don't worry your pretty little heads about that right now. I actually forgot that. I think I have like multiple things like turned on at once, and I need to like go in and fix that. But Murewa's gonna be tripping with us, and it's gonna be wild. Y'all
I can tell you right now,
it.
Murewa, all that praising he just did, that was just to stop you from having him get killed in a full page spread. That's all that was.
See,
all that glazing he just did was for you to just kill him in a panel. That's all he wanted, because he know it's coming. He just don't want the full splash page. He just want a panel. He wants it to be Dr. Doom versus a Phoenix powered Cyclops getting his neck snapped. He just want a panel. He just want a little panel. Don't pay that no mind. Give him that full page. Get it to him.
God damn.
But what you were going to ask was your normal Carter. How you doing? After all of that, I'm doing great right now. This is hilarious because you could die so bad, boy. But for everyone that did ask, I want to say thank you for everybody that did ask. You hope that my birthday stuff got better. It didn't, but it got better now because I'm here. Because I'm here with y'all, and you know what? It actually did get better because I was actually flattery will get him nowhere.
Damn.
I told you gonna catch it. You can say bye-bye to that panel big time. You getting the page. You getting the page. Thank you for confirming that,
God damn it.
But I am happy that and thank you, Seattle KO, for that belated birthday. I was actually able to find another book, another run that was stolen out of my car. I was able to find it for a really good fucking price, and it is on the way here.
Okay.
But W. Hayden Blackman's Electra run, I got it.
Oh,
it's on the way. Mike Del Mundo art. I'm really happy about
that one.
Yeah. I'm really, really happy about that. I was able to find that. So I started doing what Ernie started doing. I had to pay it like in the pen right next to me. So that's checked off the list now. So that's checked off the list of books I need to get that were taken. The only thing I got left now is Greg Rucka's Punisher run. And I actually want to ask you about this one because I don't know if I want this one still. Because I had it in single issues, but I don't know if I want this run no more.
Wait, what's up?
Because we found out that this creator is a bit of a douche. So I'm gonna go down the list. Tell you what I got left. I got Rick Remender, 7 to Eternity, and Tokyo Ghost. I got to get those because I had those.
Yeah, those are great.
Eric Kripke, for a lot of you people that don't know, he did Supernatural, did The Boys. He also did a Vertigo miniseries called Jacked.
I forgot about that book.
Think Limitless, but instead of the main lead being a pretty white man like Bradley Cooper, take Bradley Cooper out of it and make Limitless with George Costanza, and he's married with kids. Just do it like that. Or take Al Bundy and put him in Limitless. That was jacked. Greg Rucka's Punisher run. I still have to get Gail Simone's Secret Six. I had in single issues. I know a lot of y'all are gonna bring up that omnibus. That's only volume 1 of that omnibus. There's another half to it. Here's the one I need your help with, because I don't know if I still want it. Joss Whedon's Astonishing X-Men run. I had it in single issues.
Man, that hurts. I tell you what,
Collectibles sold me that bad boy for a hot 20. I just don't know now. Now that we know shit about Joss, I don't know now.
Man, that bro is so
exactly.
good. It's so good. Yeah. I tell you what, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I know Joss Whedon.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's terrible. But let me tell you something.
We do not care.
We do not care. Because we ain't supporting him. We think of it this way. You were supporting the late, great John Cassaday. That's what you're doing.
I am. That's what I kept thinking about. And I'm like, I'm not really supporting Joss Whedon. I'm supporting whoever I can get this shit off of on eBay or Amazon.
Let me tell you something. I want y'all to know, this is the fairest show in the world. Because I will sit here and tell you that Joss Whedon ain't shit.
Yeah.
But if you sit here and try and tell me that Astonishing X-Men is not goated, that's coke. That's coke. You look, you got to pick a struggle, y'all. You got to pick a struggle. You can't sit up here. You can't sit up here and have the cap.
Yeah.
And the copium.
Yeah.
At the same time, you just can't look. Let me look. The copium and the cap. Nah, bro, you can't look. You can't sit up. Look. I know this is gonna be a little jank, but you can't be sitting up here like this. You can't be sitting up here. You capping and you breathing. You taking them deep ass fucking breaths off the copium. You can't. You got to pick a struggle. You got to pick a struggle, man. You can't. Yeah. It's either cap or copium. You can't do both.
Ooh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna tell you the other book I had on here. I was not gonna bring up because now I'm gonna get, because this is another one where we found out some things about the creator, and it's like, pick one. I'm gonna have you pick one, and I'm gonna cross the other one you don't pick off the list. Okay. I had both of these runs in single issues. I had Joss Whedon's Astonishing X-Men. Now, prepare yourself. Even though I think this is gonna be an easy pick for your ass.
Oh yeah.
Joss Whedon's Astonishing X, and I also had Warren Ellis, Brian Wood, and Cullen Bunn's Moon Knight run with the debut of Mr. Knight. Y'all audio files, y'all can't see what he just did. That turn. That Ruckus, Punisher, Remender, and Eric Kripke. That's all I got left to get, and I got everything that was taken. But yeah, Whedon's Astonishing, Warren Ellis, Brian Wood, Cullen Bunn, Moon Knight.
Look, let me tell y'all something. Look. I know he did some bad things.
Oh no, you got to do that part.
Look, look, let me tell you something. I got a clip.
Okay.
And look, I might even get in trouble for playing it.
Oh no.
But I'm gonna play it anyway. And there's just some wise words of wisdom y'all might hear on this channel quite a bit.
Okay.
Regardless whether you like it or you don't like it, you love it You hate it. One thing, for damn sure, you are gonna respect it.
So look, that Moon Knight run is goated.
Okay.
The Moon Knight run is goated. So
But
look,
what am I crossing off? What am I crossing off?
not nan one of them.
Oh, you are a sick man. I did not know you were
Not
going to go that
one of
route.
'em.
I was not expecting that Saw movie ass twist you just did. I was not expecting that.
Nah, you doing both of them. Both of them.
Oh my God.
Both of them. Look,
God.
you can't half step. You can't half step on problematic people. You gotta look. If you're gonna do it, you may as well go ahead and rip the band. Look, I tell y'all all the time, I fucking hate Ethan Van Sciver, but I'm not gonna sit here and cope and act like that Green Lantern relaunch wasn't fire. I ain't gonna sit here and pretend that's stupid. I don't even really fuck with Jeff Johns like that anymore, but like that Green Lantern was lit. I mean, was it as lit as like the Ron Mars shit? No. Was it as lit as Robert Venditti shit? No. However, it was still lit. So look, I'm just saying. That it is what it is. It is what it is. Yes. Hey, look, let me tell you something. We all like something problematic. I'm just gonna put that out there. We all like something problematic. I ain't gonna sit here and make anyone pass my little bullshit purity test. If you like some problematic, as long like here's the thing, you can like some problematic shit as long as you know it's problematic.
See, but I was really kind of hoping you told me to cross out one of them because I know you're trying to get both of these going to be a pain in the ass.
Oh, okay. I tell you what.
It's too late now. It's in the abyss. It's in the abyss. Now I really hope Murewa get you gutted in the fucking octagon. Because now I'm really going to be up in bread trying to find both of these runs because of you. But okay.
Well, yeah, I'll give you. I would at the very least give you astonishing. I would say astonishing because at least okay. In the wake of learning all the shit we've learned about Neil Gaiman, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the shit that Warren Ellis did seems like light work. I mean, I'm not saying that it's lesser or that it makes it okay.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I mean, just like when you look at the hierarchy of fuck shit that like Neil Gaiman has got away with versus what Warren Ellis got away with versus what Joss Whedon got away with, I'm just kind of like,
He still did Cordelia dirty, and I would never.
Oh yeah, no, I'll. Okay, first off, look, I'm more mad at him for that than I am most other shit. So
yeah,
just putting that out there. Shout out to Camp After Hours. Also shout out to Murewa for just out here, hooking us up. And my impending doom. My impending doom. Camp After Hours for joining the Blerd Club Silver. We also got Black Phoenix 77 in the Blerd Club Gold 11 months
Happy
deep.
Saturday.
Yeah. And then we also got, the guy, the GOAT, Gearless Mo out here, 47.
The director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Man, out here, 47 months. 47 months in the Blerd Club Diamond Mine. God, that man is doing hard time in the Diamond Mine. Says, got your ass. Man, he ain't lied, man. I'm as good as got.
Now, I want to say thank you to Tariq Walker as well for giving us that Little Caesars Hot and Ready 5.
Oh, yes, sir.
I got to be nosy now. I got to be nosy.
What you got?
All right. I don't want to. I got to be nosy because my birthday was on a Thursday. Your birthday was this past Tuesday.
Yes.
So the question becomes, what did you do on your birthday, old man?
Okay. So mine's actually pretty straightforward, honestly. I spent some time with the family. Actually hung out with my daughter a lot. After she got out of school, of course. helped her with her homework. We watched some funny YouTube videos together. I mean, honestly, stuff we probably do more often than not. But we went out to dinner. The dinner was okay. We went to a new restaurant that opened up down the street from my house. New Mexican restaurant that I actually wanted to try out. I ended up not liking it as much as I had hoped. I actually spent most of that night regretting my choice. Not because like the restaurant was so bad, but just like I knew that if I would have just gone to the other restaurant, I would have had, I won't say a better dining experience. I just would have enjoyed my food more because my food was so disappointing. I rarely never have bad restaurant experiences. Like they are like, you gotta like, my thing is,
was it like a shrimp incident like you said Cynthia had? It was one of them?
Okay, no, nothing like that. So basically what it was, I went to, man, I'm gonna tell myself, I am a victim of Americanization. So one of my favorite things is a chimichanga. However, I like my chimichangas a very specific way. And you only get it that way at a Tex-Mex restaurant, not at an authentic Mexican restaurant. And that's just me being honest. I like my chimichangas like fried to the point that they are hardened and crunchy. That's how I like them. And that's kind of how it was advertised on the menu. It was advertised as being like deep fried and crunchy. It was not deep fried and crunchy. It was like a standard chimichanga, which I mean that's fine. It wasn't a bad thing. I ended up taking it home, putting it in my air fryer, and then just doing that instead. What was left of it anyway. But if I would have gone to the other place, which by the way, shout out to Los Pilares, which is goated here in Memphis. And I could have just gotten my my pollo chipotle and been done with it, or my tacos de asada steak and been done with it. And like I know that I would have had a good fucking time.
In our community sometimes.
Whoa.
That man said they done gentrified chimichanga.
I mean, they really have. They really have. Oh no, your Streamlabs did.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, no, it went through. It went through, Levester. It went through. I just now saw it.
The court jester with the Andre 3000 Sunny hat on in the profile pic.
This man, this man is out here. Oh, he said, "Did my stream last night go?" Yeah. Well, I don't know if you tried to do it earlier. I don't see anything from earlier, but I did see something pop up. Actually, no, I actually do. I actually do. Scratch that. Yours did come in from earlier. It just it was moved down enough I didn't see it. So yeah, yeah, we got so I got 2 from you, Pimp. I got 1 here from you says here it would probably be helpful if I did this. Here I'm gonna move. You got 1 here says yo, I missed the last K, but happy belated born day, Carter, and hope you enjoy. Go get a bottle on me. And then we got another one up here. Happy belated born day, Ernie. Yep, that's me.
Well, I wanna thank you for the 100. Like, goddamn, what kind of bottle you want me to get for 100, Lord? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, hey, look, get you something nice, man. Get you something nice, man.
Like, my goodness.
Look, I'm not hating regardless. Get you something good. Shit, if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna do the damn thing.
Man, listen, I'm trying to behave myself. You said ENJ. Do y'all not see that bottle still ain't been out from when it made its Blerd Cave debut?
That shit like 25. Let me get that ENJ.
You're nasty. You're nasty. But I'm happy that your birthday. See, number one, I'm happy that your birthday went off without a hitch. I'm happy that you enjoyed yourself, and it really makes me
Power Rangers.
You morphed?
Technically, yeah. Do you know the Power Rangers? My Rita's Rewind came out on my birthday.
Oh, gotcha.
Like for me and nobody else but me. Fuck everybody else. That was my birthday gift. So I bought that and I played that. And
How is it?
better with friends. It's not a game that you can. It's not to say that you can't play it by yourself. You most certainly can, but it is a much more enjoyable experience when you like even. And this, I'm not shitting on my daughter. You know, my daughter is, you know, when it comes to like video games and stuff like that, you know, stuff where like you got to do some more like involved shit, which not to say that, you know, you do in Power Rangers. But it just, you kind of need to have, you know, more beat 'em up chops, which, you know, she's played Streets of Rage 4. She's decent at that. But Power Rangers is a little bit more stiff. And and it has a lot more going on, so she kind of struggled with it just a little bit. But even her being there made the game more fun. Like you know, like it, you know, not everybody has to be lights out, cold, and beat 'em ups for it to be fun for everybody. But like it was because it's one of those things. When you get in the Megazord, they make you take turns.
Okay,
so that part was kind of rough for her because I'm not gonna lie, the Megazord part. It's kind of whack. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the Megazord part. It's which sucks because it's like that should be the money maker. That should be the money shot right there. But I don't know. I've only done like one mission in the Megazord. I didn't care for it.
Was Turtles better to you?
Oh, objectively. Objectively, I will also say that was the other thing.
Look at your face, like nigga.
Oh yeah, objectively better. Objectively better. There is no contest. But I will also say I bought River City Girls 1 and 2 on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Also a more enjoyable experience.
I need to beat the first one. I got the first one on Switch.
First one's, I love the first one. I haven't played the second one yet, but I think I've gotten up to like level 20 something. I think on River City Girls, and I've been having a good old time beating people for their pocket change. Beating the coins out of folks.
How long have you
dollars?
How long have you been at that point to where a birthday for the Blerd Without Fear is like, dog, I'm at the house. Like, how long have you been at that point? Because I feel like the older we get, like, all of that going out and the shenanigans and dancing like Charlie Murphy and the Rick James skit and shit, been gone for some decades now.
I ain't, I don't do that no more. I am in the house, okay? Also, shout out to Gokon Sure His Baby's father.
Hey.
It says, evening, y'all just saw the Witcher 4 trailer. This is going to be my first Witcher game. Pray for my PS5, please. LOL. Hey,
if you have a PC,
yes.
For all of you all that have a PC, I think Witcher 3 is always like dirt cheap because it's on GOG.
I think it's on Game Pass.
Oh, okay.
It might be. I don't know if it still is.
Only reason I even bring up PC is because I told you what made me play through that game as much as I did. If you
the Henry Cavill.
PC, boom. Download that Henry Cavill face mod. You'll play the hell out of that goddamn game. That is the only thing that made me play it.
I'm gonna tell you what's weird. I love The Witcher. I love the Witcher series. Like, and this is coming from a guy who's played. I've played all of them. I played 1. I've played 2. I think 3 was the first one I ever actually beat because, like, 1, not gonna lie, 1's trash. Let's just be honest.
Horrible.
It's awful. Witcher 2 is infinitely better, but like for whatever reason, I think what happened was for a long time it was only on Xbox. I think it was only on Xbox 360.
Yeah, it was only on 360. Yep.
And my 360 died, so I never got to finish it. And like I tried to go back and play it after I'd been playing 3. Couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. It was like Witcher 3 plays just so much differently each game. And I'm not gonna lie, it plays so differently from other games that when I tried to go back, like when the Witcher Netflix shows come, I was like, man, I kind of want to go back and do it all over again. I tried, and I was like, shit, I have to relearn how to play this game because I played so many other games with objectively better combat systems that I was like, I can't. I said, this feels wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, this system feels wrong.
A coworker let me borrow The Witcher 2, and then he gave me the strategy guide for it as well. And I said, "Oh, I mean, I've played games like this." No, take this. I had to use the strategy guide to beat that game. I was just like, "What is this?" But okay. I hope you enjoy it. Witcher 4 when it.
Honestly, I'm kind of hyped for that. What was it? That intergalactic game that Naughty Dog.
Can I be honest? I wish they had went with a different name, because my mind immediately went to that Kid Cudi movie. it went to it immediately.
God damn it. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I am always happy when studios don't do the obvious thing.
Yeah.
When old girl put the CD on and it said Pet Shop Boys, I was like, all right, we getting somewhere. Because it would have been real easy for Naughty Dog to be like, hey, soon as she put the CD on, you start here day and night. Like they could have just like, or you would have heard some "What's up, Danger?" Like you'd have heard some like random you'd have heard some random rap song just because it has a person of color in it. So I was like, not that I care about that. It's not like that huge of a deal, but like we know Naughty Dog by now. Yeah, we know them. It would have been real easy for them to do that. Like, but
I like the old school shit that she had in her ship. Like that part I like because it reminded me of Star-Lord, like him with the cassette player and the Walkman and shit like that. Because I'm at that point where I like, y'all know I got the old ass iPod, I have the vinyls and stuff like that. So I like that aesthetic of it. So I'm playing that.
Right.
So yeah, I'm excited for that game. What's good, my guy Gavin? What's up, Gavin?
Hey, man, how you been?
I gotta tell you, Ernie. I put it in the Discord right when I saw the trailer. Oh boy, that Onimusha! Oh my god!
Oh no, that Onimusha is. Look, let me tell you. Look, that Onimusha. I used to pray for times like these.
No, and it's not the nasty ass, ugly ass, clearly anime bleach ass Oni of the Ash from Dawn of Dreams. That was pure 100% uncut Samanosuke in that trailer. I'm giddy. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Look, I was telling folks, I was like, look, man, they had me. I was
good right there.
I'll also say, and I know a lot of people weren't checking for this game, Solasta 2. Which is one of my Solasta 1 was one of my favorite games that I played on Steam last year. Solasta, so like when everybody was talking about Baldur's Gate 3, there was another game that was out there that also simulated Dungeons and Dragons, and I actually think Solasta did it better than Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 just had the better story and the better characters, and that's because Solasta 1, everything was theater of the mind when it came to the storytelling, because Solasta's goal was to simulate tabletop Dungeons and Dragons rule sets for a video game. Baldur's Gate 3 takes a lot of liberties with the D&D systems. Solasta was damn near rules as written, and I loved it so much. And it was an original world, all this other stuff. So yeah, it was great. It was great. I was so yeah, when I saw they were making a sequel and it looked like it had some money behind it, because Solasta, I'm not gonna lie, it's a great game, but it looks like Cheeks compared to a lot of other games. It looks like Cheeks. I look, hey, I'm just saying.
No, everything you were saying right then, I was like, honestly, I kind of went into fan mode. I said, with what you're describing, I wouldn't mind seeing a video from you doing differences between Solasta and Baldur's Gate 3. And right when you went to, it looks like Cheeks. Yep, there's Ernie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's so what they did actually like their business model. So you got the base game, you could get to like, okay, all right, this is levels, you can get to like level 8. Okay, well, we got a DLC coming out. This lets you go from 8, you can go to 12, or I forget the actual numbers. Oh, here's another DLC. This lets you go from this to that. And like each DLC, they let you get higher and higher and higher level to the point where, like, I don't know if a lot of y'all knows, if you don't play Dungeons & Dragons, I wouldn't expect you to know this. But in Dungeons & Dragons, the closer you get to level, because 20 is typically the max level, when you become level 20, you're effectively a god. Like when you're level, like when you start the game at level 1, you like or depending on how your DM might do, some might make you start at level 0 or whatever. You're just regular ass. You are literally regular man trademark. The further you get from 1, the more you become the badass that you think about when you watch like action movies, fantasy movies. But when you get to level 20, your character is effectively unplayable for normal campaigns because like most characters level 20 have the ability to resurrect once a day or once a session, or like someone could literally walk and you'd be like, and you'd be like, and then cut your head off and you fall out dead, and then it's like, nah, I'm back.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be completely 100% honest. Everything you just said, you might have to resurrect that Blerd Got Game channel and put everything you just said in a video for that game.
I might.
Like Solasta versus Baldur's Gate 3. I wouldn't mind that because everything you just said and the way you said it, that I would watch that video. I would watch.
You know what? Well, here I have my notebook. I got my notebook.
There it is.
I got my notebook. Yeah, basically it does. It breaks the game. It actually breaks the game in a way that is it's like, honestly, when you reach level 20 in D&D, that's pretty much the end of your run. Like, I mean, you might play a little bit more past that, but like if you reach level 20, you're at the end of the story. You're at the end of the story because there's no way for you to play the game and it be like, because you're like, say I'm not saying you're like a god. Actually, I am kind of saying that, but in a lot of cases, you are a demigod. Like, you're actually referred to in game in like tabletop D&D when you hit level 20. Most of the rule sets refer to you as a demigod at that point. Because like, you're not a regular person anymore. You're literally better. Like, you're a fucking superhero at that point. Like, you like, it's crazy the stuff that you're able to do, the powers and abilities you have. It's like, dude, who's going to challenge you except a god? That's the only thing. A god is the only thing that would be able to strike fear in your heart. An actual god. That's the only thing.
100% honesty. One more time. This is last time I'm gonna be honest, but I do understand people that this is a show about comic books.
Yes.
But I'm really invested in everything you're talking about, and I don't even play D&D like that. Like, I'm really invested.
Yeah, and I will say this too, just to put a finer point on, and then I promise we'll talk about the stuff we came here to talk about. But what Elite X1 just said, even to get to level 20 in a tabletop RPG like that isn't as fast as to get to in a video game, and that's true. In a video game, it's way easier to get level 20. In a tabletop game, like when I tell you, like most people are lucky if they hit level 20 in a D&D campaign. Like, honestly, I think the highest that I have ever gotten with any regularity is like level 15 or 16. And even by then, you're fucking busted. You're basically Batman at that point. You are Batman with prep time at that point. Like you, or at the very least, a daredevil who just got his heart broken. But yes. No, that's what Gavin said. Like, you could literally roll up on like that, the Thor Ragnarok scene where they're playing, was it Led Zeppelin in the background? And he's like just running through. That's you. That is you. Like, it's like, you're just like, boop, one shot, boop, one shot. Boop. Bring, exactly. Look, motherfucker. Like, you remember how like sometimes they would have that character in the MCU? There's always some random character in the MCU like, oh man, it's gonna be a badass, and then like the main character just domes the motherfucker out like in one shot, and you're like, damn man, they just kind of wasted that character. That's you doing that. Oh, wait a minute here. I got to put some respect on this. Gavin said, I've been playing Persona 5 Royal for the first time ever the last couple of weeks. Mars sent me codes for Diablo. I still need to check that out. Dude, let me tell you something. Finish that Royal first. I love Ron, but man, finish that Royal.
Funny enough, that's what I just started back playing. Cause
word?
Yeah, because I've really if Marvel Rivals hadn't come out and then people wanted to play that with me, I've been on my Switch playing Persona. It's either been Persona 5 Royal or it's been that Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Because I want, y'all don't understand how badly I want to beat a Persona game. I truly want to beat a Persona game. After 3 and 4 got spoiled for me, I said 5 gonna be the one. So I'm back to playing that so I can finish Persona. I've already beaten the first little area. I got the boy with the fox mask because his sensei was a scumbag.
Oh,
So
was he?
I know it's really early. I do know that. None of y'all judge me. But then after I do that, then I can go back to the game you fucking got. I can go back to Ultimate Alliance and every fucking thing else. But
I was gonna say you need to get on that have you messed with that metaphor anymore? Have you messed with metaphor
I want to beat Persona before I beat Metaphor. Bishop won't shut the hell up about Metaphor and how much he loves that game. And if you're somebody who is, according to him, and you'll probably say the same thing, if you're somebody who's if you're someone who's locked in with all the social commentary in that game is fucking nuts. That's how he praises that game for that. So
let me tell you something. That game, look, there is one thing to say, but look, I'm gonna tell you, and I don't mean this is a bad thing. This I love it when people say this shit about games. That game, in the words of Tyrone Magnus,
it's woke.
It's woke. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, baby. Yeah. It's all good.
But yes, Metaphor is don't nobody get me nothing. Metaphor is in my Steam library. I'm looking dead at it. It is installed. I just want to beat Persona 5 first.
Also, I'm not gonna make y'all wait for this. I actually want to show y'all something before we get into the proceedings. Before we get into the proceedings, I actually have an update to share because I know some of y'all have asked me about it, so I'm here to share it. I actually got to share this on Threads the other day. And here, actually, can I save this? Yeah, I'm gonna save this. Just for those moments where we want to zoom in a little bit. Yeah, we want to zoom in on it. So some of you have asked me about, hey, how's the comic coming along? And I've been kind of quiet about it. Well, it's largely because I didn't want to share anything without consulting with Quinn about it first. So, Quinn shared some stuff, and I think it's fair game. These are shots that I actually got from Quinn. Yeah. That I think are safe to share. Mostly just because it's not giving anything. It's not giving anything away. We can actually talk about like I said, very briefly. I'm not going to spend a whole heap of a lot of time on it, but just to show you guys, just a taste, just a smidge, just a smidge. Here we go. So, and I'm gonna zoom these in so y'all can see a little bit better. But this is the work in progress shots. And I could kind of explain what's happening here, but basically the main character has walked into the lion's den, or rather he has walked into the middle of the wolf's den. Actually, he's walked into the middle of a couple of dens. But basically what's going on here, this is from like the first few pages. Our main character, he is doing his job, as it were. Yeah. He's trying to shut down some... Basically, I'm not going to lie. To simplify matters, I'm just going to describe it in terms of Michael Jackson's Beat It. Werewolves and vampires are beefing, and they have pulled the switchblades out. And my main character, while he is not doing the little Michael Jackson thing walking in, he does pull up. And he splits the crowd. He parts the Red Sea, as it were, of vampires and werewolves. And he is walking up between them. And basically, at this precise moment, also, I just want to point out here, I am going to share this. I am going to spoil this part. You may notice that he is smoking something. I'm not going to tell you what is in it. It is a joint, but I'm not going to tell you what is laced with. But basically, there's a reason why he is smoking is actually I think Quinn and I decided it's gonna be a black and mild actually. But but basically what he's doing is, and I want to make this clear, he is not Blade. He is not coming to fight. he is a judicator. So it's actually where I feel the lion's share of the storytelling is that he is not, like, for him to fight is a last resort. I feel like the allure of this character is how he shuts shit down with words, threats, and reputation. So
I like how calm he looks for somebody that's finna get pounced on by a dude with his dick out. Like,
right?
So then Elite didn't make it no better saying Triple H is attacking our hero. I thought that shit was fucking. My ass went, damn, why is Chayton trying to jump on the main character? That was Chayton from Banshee, dog.
Well, no, here's the best part, though. Here's the best part.
Okay.
So prior to this, the reason why he is naked is because he was originally in werewolf form. I'm not going to tell you how it happens. I'm not going to tell you why it happens. But what I am going to tell you is there is a reason that he is not in werewolf form anymore, and it's because of something that the main character has said to him that pissed him off enough, or that messed him up enough that he is no longer in werewolf form. But the best part is
that's right there. That is gold. Can you imagine how mad you gotta make a motherfucker to turn back human from a wolf, specifically to run the fade? Do you understand how mad you gotta make?
Well, no, here's the thing. So, and we haven't shown this yet, but the way the werewolves transform.
Yeah.
The way the werewolf, this isn't an original concept either, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I made it up. But I'm not gonna act like I made it up. But the way the werewolves transform, that's also the reason why he's naked. It's because the way werewolves in this universe, they do not do the whole like 15 minutes later you got a werewolf. They don't do that. Werewolves in this universe, they also don't do the underworld thing either, where it's like, oh, like real quick, like boom, like his body morph into a werewolf. The werewolf is inside the person. The skin they're wearing is the facade.
Okay.
So the werewolf has to rip its way out of the person. However, and it also works the other way. If they want to turn back human, it's almost kind of like it falls off of them. But like in this particular instance, yeah. So that's why he's naked. He doesn't have clothes on not because he showed up naked, but just because he was already in werewolf form. But
being naked is his clothes on.
Yeah, right.
I got to get dressed. He wanted to get dressed before he put hands on somebody. Dog, that is crazy.
But here's the thing. So here's the best part. The way we're going to play it is the vampires, while all this is going on, there's going to be a segment where he's getting more into it with the werewolves.
Yeah.
But the vampires the whole time are just going to be watching, kind of snickering. Because they're like, oh, man, see, watch. It's almost like when you were in school and you and somebody else were getting into it, but the teacher only get on one of y'all and the other person kind of like, yes. And then it's going to turn back and be like, oh, no, I know you weren't talking. But no, we actually went through a whole thing where you can kind of see it here. This is like the one of the next shots, because basically he's letting the werewolf talk his shit because the werewolf's not paying attention to what he's doing.
Gotcha.
So he's using that opportunity to put on his knucks. And then I don't want to share too terribly much, but just know like the next shot, this is going to be one of the next shots right here.
I like that.
What I love, and this is why I was so glad that I got Quinn to do this, is so I can share this information too. This is going to be a black and white comic. This will be a black and white comic, but with splashes of color here and there. Mostly red is going to be it. There's probably going to be like maybe a few other colors that pop up here and there, but for the most part, it's going to be a black, white, and red. But yeah, I loved how he would translate the glasses.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So yeah, there's a lot more that I could show, but I'm not going to. I think I actually said the other day, and when I was talking to Joseph Illage yesterday, he was talking about the feeling of getting pages in.
Yeah.
I have been getting pages in pretty regularly this past like week or so, and it has been chef's kiss. It is like it is everything that I had hoped.
That's
Is everything that I had hoped it would be. So, but yeah, so I don't want to put a hard date on it, but like Quinn and I have been plotting for early next year, putting this out. There is a 5-page preview that I keep being lazy about getting lettered. I'm going to get it lettered. I just got to actually, sit down and get the person to do it. I just have been lazy about setting it up. And once I do that, I'll be able to, put that out into the ether and maybe give people a taste of what is to come. So, yeah.
Let me know if I can ask this question, or you'd rather wait until release.
Shoot.
Well, okay, 2 things. One, we gonna run into an issue like we did last week, where we have a certain topic that we want to talk about, but the shit that's currently being spoken on is way too good, and I'd rather keep it on that. But with this being work stuff for you, I'm gonna keep it on brand. But the question I wanted to ask was, were you looking for this to be a like, I can go to my shop and be like, y'all look at what's on the shelf, or is this more so a Kickstarter graphic novel type of deal? What are you looking for in regards to that?
So the plan is to we're gonna put it on Kickstarter. It's gonna go to Kickstarter first.
Okay.
Now, if I can actually get a what's the best way to put it? If I can get the funding for it, which I'm confident we're going to be able to do, but that shit goes. I'm confident we could get it, but I'm not going to assume anything. But the plan is, I want this to. Okay, I'll use someone else's comic as an example. I'm going to use someone else's comic as an example. You remember Scott Snyder's Noctera? How like I don't remember. I can't remember if it went to Kickstarter or if it went to Indiegogo, or I don't remember what it did. But I remember it went to crowdfunding first, and then it got funded, and then Image came along and picked up the series. That is my hope. My hope is that we can generate enough interest in the story that we're trying. Because so remember we were talking about Project Wildfire, which also is by my artist Quinn McGowan, the homie Quinn McGowan, or as we have been effectively saying, some nigga named Quinn. Which I actually want to see if he's okay with look.
I knew you were gonna see that. Yeah.
My man. Hey, look, you know I'ma holler at you. You know I'ma holler at you. You know I'ma holler at you because I know you. You know, yeah, you know, you already know. I'll be like, hey, look, man, I'm gonna need you to hook something up, man.
Boy, let me tell you something, Gavin. That motherfucker just said in the Mr. Burns voice, excellent. He just said it. He literally just said that shit in his head.
Look, hey, look, I just want you to know, when the time comes, look, I'm gonna be reaching out. I'm gonna be reaching out. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling Earth's Mightiest right now.
Yeah.
In the words of the GOAT, Stringer Bell.
I want you to put the word out there that we back up.
Okay, we back up. Okay, we back up. All right.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Real quick, I need you to go back to the question I asked. I'm gonna put some pressure on you real quick. I feel like I'm fucking interviewing you right now. Is this supposed to be a actual single issue comic, and we're gonna see how people feel about it, or is this you saying that this is going to be a graphic novel, like a boom, like a we call them giants type of deal, to where I'm gonna put my foot in this so you all can get a full thing, and then depending on how you like that, okay, now we can see where we're going from here. I'm trying to ask them some questions that y'all want to know. I'm really trying to, but I want to know for myself too. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, how are you structuring your book, honey?
So the first 2 issues are written, but we're only focused on issue 1 right now. Once we get and the way that it's basically we're kind of doing the same thing that Quinn did with Project Wildfire is that we're actually not going to put it on Kickstarter while the book is incomplete. We're going to wait until the first issue is completely 100% or as close to 100% done as humanly possible. And then go into the Kickstarter so that way the book can go to print. Basically what is going to be the Kickstarter is going to be for the printing process is basically what it is. And then depending on how that goes, like if there's interest in it, if people are interested, like and we see that people like are gravitating towards this, the way that I'm structuring the story, it is I'll be honest with you, it's going to end on a cliffhanger, but it's going to give you, it's not going to be like I think the way I plot it, it's 32 pages. It's 32 pages. It's enough to get you invested in the story. I'll be honest with you, there's not like any real decisive conclusion at the end of the issue, but it is basically you see enough of the universe, like that scene that I was showing y'all earlier with Kellen, name of the main character, and the werewolves and the vampires. That scene's not short. It's a long scene. Like it's basically almost like a cold open. It's almost like a cold open where you go in, you see all this stuff, and then boom, and then you're introduced to the world. But I have 5 issues completely plotted, and 2 going on 3 completely written. And I'm gonna put as much work into it as humanly possible. But the idea is to get those out. And like I said, if I would even dare say, if we can actually get interest in the first issue, we'll probably do the next one. It'll probably be issues 2 and 3 together if we can. And then maybe 4 and 5 together if we can. And then if people are feeling it, or if enough interest is generated, we'll go into like doing a full collected maybe. And if we can get a lot of interest in it, like if someone like an Image or a Boom or a Dynamite or a AWA, whoever the hell, if somebody wants to get in, I'm just putting this out here, y'all. I'm not saying any, like if an IDW, look, even with that logo, I mean, I'll still fucks with you. But
how nutty would it be for you, Ernie, if, let's say for the sake of conversation, this book is to come out and this book is to do extremely well. Just on art alone, I know a lot of people are going to be huge fans of this book of yours. I feel like I'm in interview fucking mode right now. How would it feel for you? And I'm just putting this into the abyss, just like you were with the several different companies you named. What if your book did come out and it did have like that Dynamite logo or something like that on there for you?
Oh, I would be.
Would you cry? Would you really?
Yeah. Oh, most certainly.
With the red glasses on, would you cry?
Look, I would most certainly be. I would be in tears. Okay, I would be in tears because it's a. Okay, I'll put it like this. I don't want to share too much of this conversation. When we had the interview with Joe Casey, I actually spoke to Joe Casey a bit off to the side after the show was over. Talking to Joe Casey, not so much about the finer details of the book, but just telling him what was up. Yeah, telling him what I plan to do and how it's going to go down and how to navigate the space. And I'll just say this. I know I got something. He put me on game, but also reaffirmed to me that I got something, that I got something special. And the main thing is just for people that like kind of like I was kind of alluding to earlier, similarly to what Quinn did with Project Wildfire, where he's telling a story about a superhero who is fighting kaiju in the dirty South. That's basically the type of story that I'm telling. Only the difference is that my guy's not a superhero. Kellen is not a superhero by any stretch of the imagination. He's just a dude. He's just a dude who is painfully aware that supernatural creatures exist in his city of Memphis. Like the story will take place in Memphis. It will have Memphis iconography. There will be a lot of Memphis isms. A lot of the dialogue is if you are from Memphis or you know someone from Memphis, like he says junt, he says flaged, he says
Oh God.
he
I'm
says
gonna
like a
laugh
mug.
at so many of these panels.
Oh,
and LL Melvin, Unity Black, I really hope I am not in this book because of the way I instigated Murewa killing him in Octagon. I really hope I am nowhere near Ernie Book.
Hey,
Because I don't want to know what this motherfucker gets done to me in comic book form. I hope I am nowhere in this book.
I will look. I will say this much.
Oh God.
I'll say this much. There are
Ernie, don't put me in your book getting killed, dog. Don't put me in
I
my book, dog.
wouldn't do you like.
It's bad enough. I'm finna see vampires and werewolves, and if one of these motherfuckers say you flogging, I'm gonna scream. I know I am. I know I am. If I see somebody at a club somewhere and they see a real fine ass woman and they refer to her as a junt, I'm gonna die right on the spot.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
gonna
nah.
kill me. But
Oh yeah,
Ernie, don't put
no.
me in your book. I don't want to die, man. Carter is gonna get put in that 100-year-old grease in that book. Ernie, don't put me in your book, dog. Don't
Hey,
put me
see,
in
and I
your
got a story
book,
for it.
dog.
I got a story for that. I got a story for that 100-year-old grease. But no, we're gonna have a lot of
Is
things.
that what was in the Black and Mild?
Yeah. But no. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna tell you what kind of rims his car sits on, but just know that it might be he might have a Cutlass, maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
He might be sitting on 22s, I don't know. But no.
Oh no.
But no, look, I'll be 100% real with you. It's going to be a story about supernatural creatures coexisting, or I will say coexisting because they're actually not getting along well. But the purpose of the main character, Kellen, is to be the light in the darkness, and hold back the forces, keep them not like, like I said, he's not Blade. He doesn't kick in the door and then the techno music starts playing and he whips the sword out and starts slicing vampires' heads off and slicing werewolves in half. That's not his job. His job is to make sure that those people, those supernatural people, don't get out of line. And that is the main. That is basically the main brunt of his job. The thing is, the sword, the gun, those are last resorts. And there's other things he has at his disposal as well, but I'll save those for the book. Please. That's basically basically the long and short of it is he's a badass, but he's and it's not that he can't do the Blade stuff. It's that if he does, if he does, it's because he's tried to do the other thing.
Okay.
And that's basically what it is.
I asked all the questions and all the information I think I could get out of him, y'all. But I gotta say, I'm interested really to see this. This motherfucker here said fund Carter strung up inside the old Lamar Theater. Get out. Get out.
See, now I'll put you like this: in our universe, some of those old Memphis stomping grounds are still active in some way or capacity. So the Crystal Palace is still a thing. Denim and Diamonds still a thing. Exact. Look, and that's basically what Gavin just said right here.
Y'all don't know about them and Bond. It's all on us. Just don't know. I don't want to know what werewolves and vampires is doing in there because I know what humans did in there. Y'all don't know about
yes, sir. Well, I will say this much. I'm
done.
I'll say this much. It's a it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be something good. And like I said, if we can get the buzz. We get the buzz, then, and you know what? I'm 100% happy to bet. I'm 100% happy to bet, on what Quinn and I are cooking, because just to shift it a little bit off of me, I had the pleasure of getting to see something else be brought to light, and. Some of y'all know how I often like to tell people that, hey, we do the thing, we do the work, we make shit happen. I got to see the comic shop got to be a thing. Yeah. So the comic shop, which we talked about on the channel a few weeks back, they got their funding as of yesterday.
That is great news to hear. That's great news to hear.
So I put my money and my influence up to the forefront. I was like, hey, look, I'm gonna put some money on this. I'm gonna put the word out. And I said, I think some of you might have seen. I think I did it in the Storm video. I put a little thing with it to as a call to action. And I think at the time when I posted that video, I think they were like at 15, something like that. And within a matter of 24 hours, I'm not saying that I'm solely responsible. There are a lot of other people who are also putting the word out as well. So I was glad to see a community of nerds come together to make something happen. So you will be getting that Abbott Elementary Office Parks and Rec style mockumentary TV show about a handful of black and brown nerds trying to run a comic shop in LA.
That's good.
So it's happening.
I'm really happy for them. Congratulations for you all. For that.
Yeah.
Great.
So it's great. It's dude. It like what Gavin just said right here. Yeah, says I backed into. I shared a trailer a few months back saying I hope they got the Kickstarter treatment. Glad they did it and glad they got funding. Man, that's dope. That's the thing, and that's. I've been saying it for a long time, but 2025 is going to be the year to bet on yourself. I think. I think that, and that's actually what's even more inspiring. And I think we might actually. I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but I know Robo put the call out for the comic shop. Cheyenne, who is the person who conceived this whole thing. I think we're actually going to try and get. I think we're going to try and get her on the channel so we can talk about it. But I actually wanted to get her on earlier, but we just couldn't make it work. We couldn't make it happen. But the idea that there's never been a show like this before, centered around a comic book shop, and to make it clear, it's not going to be a set. It's like one of the things that I think Cheyenne had kind of put out there is that they're going to actually support a comic shop in LA and use it as a set. Okay. So I don't, like I said, I don't know how that'll ultimately how that'll play out, but I mean I'm pretty sure it'll work out in some way because I think it's the same thing that's done with Abbott Elementary. But yeah, so the fact that this will support a local comic shop in that area, I think is important. So yeah, I know I've gone way out in the weeds. I apologize. But I hope that not just Cheyenne, but I also hope that more people, because I know there's a lot of creativity out there. I hope that more people start realizing we have to bet on ourselves, and you can't wait for someone to give you the opportunity to do the thing. You have to do it yourself. It's gonna suck. It's gonna hurt. I can't tell you how much it has hurt my pockets to pay someone to bring my vision to life. However, it is worth it.
Mm-hmm.
When I say that it is worth it, I don't mean it's worth it a little. I mean it's worth a lot. I have no regret about my investment whatsoever because that's what it takes. They always say it takes money to make money.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an untrue statement.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to bet on yourself. You have to bet on yourself. If you have an idea, if you have a dream, you have something you want to make happen, please do not wait on someone to hand you your dream on a silver platter. I need you to go out there and basically make your dream undeniable. And with that,
and this is just the start of the show.
yeah, this is the start of the show. And look, and I'm gonna say it.
Message.
I'm just putting that out there. So yeah. So that's it. That's all I'm like right here. This right here. So many family and friends would expect me to like Big Bang Theory back in the day, and I tell them that the nerdiness on that show was a punchline, and it felt like normies making fun of comic folks, and that's exactly what the fuck it was. That's exactly what it was. I remember like when Big Bang Theory first came out, I thought it was funny for like a season, and then like I realized I was like, oh, this show is making fun of me. This show is making fun of me. Right? Yeah, this show is making fun of me and people like me, and I don't like it. Like, it was cute at first when, like, I was kind of like, look how cute. And I was like, oh, wait. Y'all shitting on me. And I was like, I didn't appreciate that. I did not appreciate it. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell y'all what. If you want to watch a better show, watch Young Sheldon. It's infinitely better than Big Bang Theory. Can't explain why, but it just is. Just putting that out there. But that said... and then right there, and then this right here, get words of wisdom. Handle up on the shit you can control. That's my starter advice for aspiring creators every time, and that's exactly what you do. The things that you can directly affect, the things that you yourself. I'm not talking about some company. I'm not talking about some publisher. I'm not talking about some financial backer. I'm not talking about some coulda, woulda, shouldas, and maybes down the line. I'm talking about the shit that you can directly put your hands on and you can directly affect right then and there. Focus on that shit first. Because once you do that, I think I literally just told somebody who reached out to me the other day asking me the same thing. I told them this. I said, you focus on your shit. And then once you get to a point where there's nothing else you can do, then you worry about that shit later.
Yeah.
I will also say, because we got some shout outs here from Monumental Comics. All creators wish Blerd a happy welcome to the game. I'm trying. Look, I'm like this. I don't ever want to be recognized as one of those people because they say people who can do, those who can't teach. They say a similar thing about people who are like considered critics. There's those who can do, those who can't critique. And I want to prove that I can walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. We also got LP3 out here with the 5. Says it's always good to be a part of the foundation for something great. I felt the same way watching this channel reach 100,000 subscribers. Hey, and here's the thing. When it's time, I will put the word out. Y'all will know. And y'all are not going to hear me shut the fuck up about it. I am going to be on game with this. Y'all know how, like, y'all know, because I know y'all be laughing when I do this shit. But y'all know how every so often we'll be talking about something. I'll be like, oh yeah, by the way, you can get that. Ooh, look at that right there. Global Comics, man. Look at that. Look at y'all. Look at that, man. You can look. That's how I'm gonna be with this comic. Y'all be sick of fucking me talking about it.
But what we're not sick of you talking about is that Global Comics app.
Which, by the way, did you know you can read Southern Bastards up to what has been released on Global Comics. You can actually read it. You know the best way to do it? You can read it with a 33% off your first 1 year subscription. I mean, you could also just buy the comics on there. I mean, there is the option. You can buy the comics, just straight up, ad hoc. You can just buy whatever you want, a la carte, whatever you want to call it. But if you get that 1 year subscription, you have access to everything.
Mm-hmm.
You have access to everything. So yeah, you're gonna be hearing me. Look, there's gonna be a little thing just like this little thing right here, and y'all are gonna be sick of me. But that's okay. That's okay, because you know what? I would rather y'all be sick of me talking about my shit than not hear enough about it. So there you go.
There you go.
Let's go. I think you know what, we have sufficiently bullshitted the first hour of the show. So
That wasn't bullshit.
Well,
That was
no.
we got to know more about a book that everybody is clearly invested in buying and reading and seeing more of and
That's
wondering
fair.
what is in that blackened mile. I will say that I saw his teeth when he had the black in his mouth, which means he chews on those plastic tips, which is, I already think this dude's a sociopath.
Oh,
but
yeah,
man,
he's out.
we got to learn more about this great book that you all are hopefully getting to see soon, and that I hope I am nowhere in. But
he said, man, don't put me in that shit.
because I know it's gonna be bad. I know it's gonna be bad. 'Cause I know you. I know it's gonna be bad.
Oh,
I know it is.
goddamn. Well,
I know it is.
I will say this much. For those who are, for those of you who are comics lovers, because I mean, I feel like you kind of have to be to be here and put up with us. But yeah, for those of you who are comics lovers, people who are fans of the game, I'm here to put you on game about some shit.
Mhm.
And first things first, I know I said we would talk about Godzilla. We are going to talk about Godzilla, but this is more of a public service announcement that I kind of wanted to sneak in here real quick. I didn't tell Carter about this ahead of time, so I don't think he's going to be finding out this information at the same time that y'all are, but I'm pretty sure that he will be pleased to see this just the same, I think. And that is, we actually got word from God himself. James Gunn has put the word out that Michael Flanagan's Clayface is real. It's real. It's real. It's happening. It's happening. Clayface is going to be a part of the DCU. It has been officially greenlit. As a matter of fact, filming is going to begin very soon, as I said, and it's going to be coming out in 2026. Now, I don't know if, yeah, dude. The thing is, this has been a long when I say gestating,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking a long time. This is something that has been, to my understanding, this has been something that has been in the crock pot for quite a while. This is something that has been long rumored. And I think it'd work, especially considering we just had Penguin, which, once again, not a part of the DCU, but, it worked. And while my opinions of Joker are... Anyway, point is, Mike Flanagan, who, for those who do not know, God bless you if you don't know who Mike Flanagan is. Mike Flanagan, you might be familiar with that name because of Netflix series like The Haunting of...
The Haunting of Hill House and stuff like. I'm gonna tell you what's funny about this, and you telling me this.
Mm-hmm.
That YouTube algorithm is a motherfucker.
Oh,
because for no reason whatsoever, they've been randomly showing me clips from the fall of the House of Usher recently. They've just randomly been showing me these clips on YouTube for no reason whatsoever. I ain't never looked this shit up at any fucking point.
Yep.
It's just random. So the fact that I'm seeing this now, that movie's gonna be dope. That's gonna be that movie's gonna be fucked.
Also, Mike Flanagan, also responsible for Hush, Midnight Mass. Elite X1 just put Midnight Mass. Actually, I think of all the shows he's put out, Midnight Mass is my favorite.
Was Hush the you mean the horror movie with the deaf girl?
Yeah, the deaf girl, because that's his
Oh,
wife.
fuck.
That's his wife.
Oh no, fuck! I remember that movie. Oh
Yeah.
man,
Also,
I didn't know he did that movie.
Yeah, Doctor Sleep is another. A lot of people, yeah, pun intended.
I didn't know he did that movie.
Yeah, a lot of people slept on Doctor Sleep, and I'm gonna tell you right now, man, y'all shit the bed on this one because that movie was cold. I actually liked that movie a lot. I thought Doctor Sleep was A1. But yeah, Mike don't miss. Mike don't miss.
Yeah, that's funny that I've been seeing all this House of Usher shit, and then you tell me this news.
Oh,
that just lets me know.
Oh yeah,
I'm really happy I have that One Bad Day book because I could see Mike Flanagan doing something like One Bad Day Clayface.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be nuts.
You want to talk about algorithms? Guess what? My wife was Cynthia was in the other room watching just the other day before all this stuff hit the fan.
What's that?
She was watching. She went back and rewatched all of the Fall of House of Usher, or not Fall of House of Usher. She was watching The Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Bly Manor. She went back and she was watching the whole thing, and I was like, man, that's actually kind of weird timing that this was going on.
Yeah.
But she's kind of been just going through his entire catalog. But yeah, it's insane. It's insane. You cannot make this shit up. So yeah. There's no other news beyond the fact that Mike Flanagan is on it. And I appreciated that, like, because this news hit and James Gunn almost immediately came out and confirmed it. So, and this is why I keep saying transparency is important for things like this. James Gunn coming out and putting his word down on this, it just makes it that much more impactful, because how many times have we gotten, oh, so-and-so's happening in the MCU, and then we never hear anything from anybody that's a credible source. Kevin Feige doesn't come out and say anything. And then years pass and something either happens or doesn't happen, or like the movie comes out and the thing that everybody claimed was going to be a thing, like case in point, Tom Cruise in the MCU. You know how we're all still sitting here talking about how, yeah, man, that's wild how Multiverse of Madness, we finally got to see Tom Cruise in the MCU. Man, ain't that crazy? Isn't that crazy, y'all? Man, that's wild. Tom Cruise playing a black character. Right Look, I'm just saying. Tom Cruise playing Lashana Lynch? That's crazy, man, dude.
Having that picture while you're saying that is very diabolical. I just want you to know. Lord bless you, audiophiles that cannot see this right now. Right? Having that up while you saying it.
Look, Tom Cruise is the new ScarJo. Tom Cruise could literally play anybody. Tom Cruise, look, I know y'all think ScarJo's impressive because she can play a Japanese woman, but nah, Tom Cruise is better because he can play a black woman. That's impressive. That's fucking impressive there.
So I completely read what Elite X1 just put in the chat wrong. He said Tom Cruise as Lashana Lynch.
Yeah.
I totally read that at first as Tom Cruise as Marshawn Lynch and almost banned him.
Wait a minute. Right here. He said RDJ thought he was doing something playing a black man. Tom Cruise said, hold my beer, played a black woman. Dude, you ain't lied. You ain't lied. Look, y'all can spare me your RDJ in Tropic Thunder. Nah, I don't even care about that no more. Tom Cruise is the real actor's actor because he said, no, I am going to do something that's going to change the game forever. I'm going to play a black woman. Not only am I going to play a black woman, I'm going to play a black woman with some natural hair. I'm not coming out here with no wig. No, he said, I'm coming out here with some natural hair. And he said, I'm going to play a dark-skinned woman. I'm not going to play the light-skinned woman. No, I'm going to play a dark sister. Dark
you know how we
chocolate.
Really would have known that it was Tom Cruise's natural hair if for whatever reason whatsoever, Captain Marvel was just in Multiverse's Madness running for no goddamn reason. Just with the karate chopping wind run action that Tom Cruise does just for no goddamn reason. She can clearly fly, but Captain Marvel just finna be running for no goddamn reason. You really would have known that was Tom Cruise behind the chocolate skin. You would have really known.
Well, no, and the reason I saw Unity Black say they were confused. So the reason why is because I remember when the trailer came out, everybody thought that this was Tom Cruise. Everybody was saying it. Everybody was saying, they're like, oh, no, it's Tom Cruise.
Clearly the superior Iron Man is what everybody kept going with.
Look, they saw that star of Hala on her chest. They saw that costume that was clearly the Captain Marvel costume, but in a different color from the Captain. This is how I knew a lot of motherfuckers didn't watch Captain Marvel. That's actually how I knew. I said, that's totally the Captain Marvel suit right there. But everybody's like, nah, And I remember I posted this shit on Twitter. I was like, hey, I'm gonna leave this up here. That ain't Tom Cruise. Everybody's like, oh, see, you gonna regret your words come time Multiverse Madness come out. wait a minute. Gavin ain't shit. He said, I mean, the hips.
So I'm not trying to help them people at all, but it wasn't, the image you have was not as clear as the first image, because all people did was watch that trailer and freeze it right at this scene, and it was a more blurry version of this image, but you could still clearly tell that was not fucking Tom Cruise.
Wait a minute, Jasmine, you ain't shit. Too tall to be Tom Cruise.
It was even blurry. Y'all was out of y'all damn mind trying to say that was Tom Cruise. Like, there you go.
Look, right there. Tom Cruise, y'all. Tom Cruise. But no, so yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for I'm excited for what they got coming down the pipe. I wish that Marvel had the same level of wherewithal. I wish the Marvel had the same level of wherewithal to ensure that there's not as much misinformation out in the weeds. You know, I wish that they would do that. But here, let's move on to the next thing. This is a more public service announcement than anything else, largely because I don't know how this is going to work. But Carter, did you hear about the chicanery that is going to fall out of the 8 deaths of Spiderman?
No, I did not. I don't know where this is going.
Okay, so here we go. Carter, are you sitting? Yeah, of course you're sitting down. Are you ready for the Spider Knot?
Okay, I might have. I see, and I was going to say, I'm gonna have to grab this E&J bottle for something about what the Spider Knot.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the Spider Knot?
No, you're gonna have to give me some more with this. What?
Are you ready for the Spider Knot, Carter? It's. I'm just saying, man. The Spider Knot. It's real.
You know what?
It's happening. It's a thing.
I'm gonna let you explain it to me before I get annoyed.
Okay, so here, I tell you, here's what it is. I'm gonna let Kane Marco explain. I'm gonna
hold the bottle while you explain it.
Kane Marco, we have word from Kane Marco. Kane, what do you have to say about this?
You know the fuck I am? The Juggernaut, bitch.
There you go. He said it. He said it. So yes, Kane Marco has given us the word on the street. No, in all seriousness, this is actually going to be spinning out of the 8 deaths of Spider-Man. For those who do not know what's going on there, in the 8 deaths of Spider-Man, Spider-Man is now the champion of Doctor Doom. And he is. But that it's more than just that. Spider-Man is also, to my understanding, is facing off with the Scions of Sidorak.
Yeah.
Now that is without going. I haven't read the most recent. I've read the first 2 issues of the arc. I think the 3rd one came out this week. I have not read it yet, but up to this point, he has already fought 2 of the Scions, and he has already died twice. He has died because basically. I guess let me. I'm gonna die.
It's a part of the story that he's supposed to, but the way you said it was just so he's already fought 2. He got worked. Like that's the way
he
came off.
I mean, he did. He did get that. He got that little booty. He got that little booty worked.
Oh man.
But
okay.
each time Peter Parker faces off with and here I'm gonna pull this up just so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about here. This is him as the champion of Doctor Doom. He is now blessed with magic, and he's also been given this special magical artifact called the 8 Reeds. These are reeds, and here I'm gonna pull this up so that y'all can so that y'all will be able to see what it is I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But these reeds, they allow a person to come back to life once they die. Here, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this.
Can I ask you real quick while you still got that shot up? How do you feel about the look of this suit?
It's whatever.
Okay, cool.
It's a suit that I know won't last past these 8 issues. That's what I know. I know. Like, I don't even think it looks bad. I actually think, like, okay, I'll tell you this. It's where the cape comes into play where I'm kind of like, eh.
Okay.
I think the cape is a bit much, but I do like the metal parts of it. I actually think I think the color scheme, everything is very on brand, especially considering that Doom is Sorcerer Supreme now. He's got the red, he's got the cloak of levitation, the Eye of Agamotto. He's got all the tools of the for the office of Sorcerer Supreme at his disposal. I'm here for it, but yeah, once again, kind of the same way I felt about the Miles Morales costume change. I was like, I know this isn't gonna last.
Yeah.
I know eventually, like fuck whatever anyone thinks about it. I know that it's a costume that, while I don't have a problem with it, I know it's not going to last past the time that whoever is writing the book at the time.
Yeah.
Once they move on, I know case in point, even before I saw word one about what Cody Ziegler was doing with Miles Morales Spider-Man, I knew off rip he was going to put Miles back in the OG suit.
Okay, you know what? Here's a better question for you. If they put this in Spider-Man 2, you gonna wear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll wear it, for a little bit. It depends on what kind of bonuses it gives. Because, all the suits give different bonuses. If it gives like a good bonus, I'll fuck with it. I wore a lot of weird-ass suits for bonuses in those games. So, suits I don't even care about.
Yeah.
So, I mean, fuck them, okay?
Oh no, I've seen you when it comes to Souls games, looking like Ragman.
Look, save that fashion Souls shit for when you on the runway. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to stay alive. But no, this is right here. I'm gonna zoom this in just so y'all can see it a little bit better. But this is what I'm talking about right here. The 8 Reeds of Ragador is what is keeping him in the game.
Yeah.
Once he dies, and this is something Doctor Strange has done in the past, he has used these reeds. I don't think we've actually seen this play out in an actual story, but I mean, it's like back retconned in. When Doctor Strange fought these 8 Scions, he wasn't capable of defeating them without dying. So he used the reeds to resurrect himself every single time. And like I said, Peter he's on the struggle bus. The first person that he went up against had the power to control gravity and things of that nature, and he ended up punching the singularity inside the mouth of the person he was fighting. And let's see, let's go to this one. And when he did so, he because the guy basically criticized Spider-Man for calling out his spells. And in doing so, he ended up getting spaghettified, which is how he wound up dying. This is also how we learned that Agent Coulson actually, we knew he was back from, I think it was a Thanos annual that came out. I think that was where we actually...
I couldn't remember. Okay.
Yeah, I think we found out from that. But basically, Agent Coulson, who is now Death, he is now the Avatar of Death. he is basically watching over Peter as all this is happening. And this is why we get the moment where Peter comes back and he's all like, because the thing is, it's not like that Krakoan resurrection where you come out the egg and get your memories implanted back into you. No, this is his body is literally being put back together and he feels it. That's why he's hollering like he is. Yeah, Coulson is death now.
Doom's an asshole, man.
Yes, he really is.
Asshole, man.
He really is. Well, no, because they're saying he actually gave, because that's the thing, he gave Peter the reeds. He's like, hey, take these. You're going to need them. And then I think I haven't read the third part of it, but I know in that one, the guy he was fighting, he tricked him into shrinking. Because basically the way the dude worked was that he could shrink stuff and things in like a zone, and he shrunk the guy down enough because he was basically doing that Gojo shit from Jujutsu Kaisen. Where Gojo has domain expansion, and basically he can make the space between you, even no matter how close you get to him, he can make that space between you infinite, like an infinite distance between, so that way, no matter how close you get, you still can't touch him. That guy could basically do the same thing, but in a zone. And Spider-Man tricked the guy, and he did it by shrinking. But he tricked the guy into shrinking so much that Peter was able to touch him, because you can only shrink down so far before everything comes back to being like almost normal. And basically he became so big, they shrunk down so much that they became giant size to the point Peter was able to tap him and crush him. And
you go back to that other panel where he's just in space like that.
Yeah.
That bottom panel, if you take the planet out of that, it looked like he's trying to check the shit out of somebody, don't it?
Oh yeah, no. Please believe I'm snatching this image. This image.
Okay.
Like, you know what it reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of? It's you ever see the you ever see that meme with the mannequins?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of that. It's like, that nigga don't read comics.
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yes.
All I need is that right there.
Thumbnail.
That's thumbnail.
This is just a Spider-Man joke, just thumbnail. Yeah.
But yeah, but that's basically what's going on. So yeah, there's also a character who has been highlighted on the comic. I believe she popped up in the same issue. Yeah. This is her. I think this is her right here. Let me pull this up. She seems disinterested in the whole fighting for her father, Sidorak.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling she's going to be the reason why Peter turns into the new Juggernaut, or the Spider-Knot, as it were. Silliness aside, I actually don't have a problem with it. I mean, because once again, we know it's not a permanent status quo. Like, let's be real. He's not staying this way. We know he's not staying. This ain't like Colossus. Y'all remember when Colossus was a Juggernaut? That motherfucker was Juggernaut for some years.
I like that he was Juggernaut too. And then I like that he was Juggernaut. And then he was constantly having to fight Sidorak because, like, apparently that running is crack.
Oh yeah, well,
you want to run and destroy some shit. So I like when Colossus was Juggernaut. I like that.
Also, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I think it's just their way to have their cake and eat it too, but also kind of distance themselves from the Zeb Will stuff. This is basically a way to have rec rap without having rec rap. That's all it is.
I knew it was gonna come up some way because that was the first thing that popped into my head when I saw that first cover. But I thought you were gonna tell me that this was Kane Marco. He was trying to help Spidey out because Spidey was wearing his little costume, and then he's just trying to help a brother out because he's a good guy now. But okay. That is just whole ass.
That's Peter. Okay. That's just Peter. Also, it's funny. I saw who has this said that? Who has this said that? Yeah. LL Melvin just said Paul is the real villain. Let me tell you something. Nah, Paul ain't the real villain. I'm gonna tell you who Paul is. Paul is Spider-Man now. He's the hero now. He's the hero now.
It totally looks like he got his hand on his shoulder on some like I am decapitated now. Like that's what it looked like.
Oh no, that's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is.
That's damn near the Spotify thumbnail right there. Can y'all imagine going on Spotify and Apple Music and that's the thumbnail you see with Blerd Cave under it? Dog.
But no, that's just some of the stuff I kind of wanted to get out of the way. And then I guess this one, because we don't really have a whole. Oh, by the way, it is still going to be to my understanding, Joe Kelly and Justina Ireland writing this. So nothing. I don't think anything changes there. So I mean, because this is their story. So. Yeah. I think they're gonna just continue on writing Spider-Man, and we'll just we'll have to just see where it goes. But I will say this once again: I have not read the most recent issue, which I think was 63. I think it was 63. Amazing Spider-Man number 63. I haven't read it yet. I plan to read it after the show, but I have not disliked what they are doing so far. It's weird, it's crazy, but it works.
It's Joe Kelly shenanigans. If you liked, and this is what I had to tell somebody else. If you liked Spider-Man Deadpool, because that was also Joe Kelly.
Yeah.
But that was Ed McGuinness on art. But if you enjoyed that, if you enjoyed that Spider-Man the way that he was written there, then I think you'll enjoy this.
I like I said, I don't look, if you I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I know we talked some shit. About the Zeb Wells run. But here's the thing about the Zeb Wells run. People forget I've read way worse Spider-Man runs than Zeb Wells run, which is why I don't have as big a problem with it. I don't have as big a problem with the Zeb Wells. I think is the Zeb Wells run perfect? Is this the greatest thing I've ever read? No. But it does have some good parts in it. I think when Spider-Man is focusing, I think when Zeb Wells was focusing more on the less on the Rabin shit and less with the killing off Miss Marvel shit and less with some of the other weird stuff that was going on. I felt like when they were telling the Green Goblin story, it was cold. And honestly, if you say otherwise, that's cope. That's cope.
See, with Joe Kelly writing Spider-Man, I kind of smile just because I still, again, I'm one of those people that enjoyed Spider-Man Deadpool. So when I saw that Joe Kelly was going to be doing this, I figured him like, okay, he's going to do fun Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah.
And we just saw him pointing at goddamn Earth with a finger. Like, this is going to be a fun run. I'm cool with this so far.
Not to mention, we got a sister co-writing Amazing Spider-Man. Can we not drop the bomb for that? Can we not drop the bomb for that? We got just matter of fact here. Y'all don't believe me. Y'all don't believe me. But I'm all about showing my work. God damn it. Justina Ireland, who I think is actually a pretty bomb ass fucking writer. I actually got to see this. She posted this on Threads the other day. This is her at the comic shop picking up her copy of her Amazing Spider-Man. And dude, she could not be happier. Not be happier.
You when your book you're gonna have them same ugly goof ass looks on your face because this is mine and it is on the shelf. That is gonna be you soon. So you can't go too far with it. That's gonna be you like a motherfucker.
Oh no, you already know. Look, I'm gonna be in there with some red sunglasses on and some mo shit. Do not play. And look, I'm happy for her because I like to see people get their flowers. I like seeing people do what they gotta do. And I'm sorry, but I have to tip my hat to this. I'm sorry. I have to tip my hat to this. It just is what it is at this point. But to get us to the next thing, because once again I said this is more of a public service announcement than it was anything else. Carter, are you ready? Are you ready for the return? Are you? Whoa! Come on! Yeah!
So because of the Discord stuff,
yes, I did.
okay. So because of the Discord stuff, that's gonna come up clear when I have to edit this. But for me, I heard none of them high notes you just hit.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. But no, that's the noise gate. That's the noise gate on
that's all it is.
on Discord. So, but no, oh my god, oh my god, oh, Battle Beast is back.
Yes.
Oh, this is a prequel though. He
is still the flyest Nautica jacket you have ever seen on a Viltrumite. That is still the case. That is still the case.
Look, I just loved it because it gave me an opportunity to do this.
I want you to put the word out there. We back up.
I'm just saying. I just like it. I just like it.
Yeah.
Look, we live in the best timeline. We live in the best timeline because we're getting Battle Beast shenanigans. But no, Ryan Otley and Robert Kirkman are coming back for this.
Yes.
And it looks beautiful. It looks fantastic. I mean, okay, first off, what do you expect from Ryan Otley? Okay. What do oh my god, why is my phone trying to no, stop. Don't do that. Ryan Otley is goated, and I mean, let's be real. He does not miss. Ryan Otley never misses. I've never seen him miss, and if you ever show me pictures of him missing, I will not believe you. That's Photoshop. That said, I like what we got here. I don't know what the story is here. I don't care what the story is here. I'm just here for Battle Beast. That's it.
They did say that longtime fans will know that there's a massive gap in the Battle Beast appearances in the main Invincible comic between issues 19 all the way up until 55. You just wondering where your boy is, and that's what this series is.
Yes.
Everything that was happening when you were wondering about where he was and what he was up to, and you may have gotten sick of looking at Adam Eve and Invincible himself, and you might have been getting sick of them because you were so invested in this new character who just came in and put some work in real quick. So it's two things. One, I feel real bad for the people that have their Invincible runs on the shelf, because now you got to wait for this to finish up to add that, because this is something everybody been wanting. And the second thing I'm thinking about now is you're gonna have to put this in the show at some point down the line.
Oh no! Yeah.
Even
no.
if this is like a little spin-off miniseries or something, this is gonna have to be put up in there.
Oh no! This is off top. Okay, this is off top. You can't not put this in, because I'm sorry, you have to. There is no. Well, I don't actually. No, you know what you do with this? You know how they gave us that Adam Eve one shot.
Yep.
Give me that.
Yep.
Give me that. So actually, you know what? And this thing, I think Robert Kirkman is a real one for this one. I mean, say what you will about his business practices. Say what you will about his business practices. Which, by the way, also shout out to I'm Gregor D out here gifting. Man, dude, out here gifting subs, man. Dude, love to see it. Love to see this shit. Out here gifting. We love it out here. We love it out here. I'm Gregor D just out here. But point is, business practices aside, shady as they may be sometimes, him and Ryan Otley, they struck gold with Battle Beast, and I think Ryan Otley even in this in the article that where this was announced, even goes as far as to say as much as, when Robert and I first created Battle Beast way back in Invincible issue number 19 as a way to increase Invincible's rogues gallery, I wasn't sure if he'd be a big character who'd come back throughout the years or a character who'd die a terrible, gory death right away. And it says, Robert always kept me and the readers on our toes. He could command a death at any moment, and I'd always jump at the chance to carry out the visual execution. Luckily, Battle Beast became a fan favorite and lived to tell a larger tale. It's amazing to be working with Robert again in the Invincible universe. A while ago, I was telling him I wasn't sure what project to do next, and when he mentioned us doing a Battle Beast series together, I jumped at the idea of being back on a creator-owned book, enlarging the Invincible universe even more. I'm really happy to be back in Image Comics and Skybound, and can't wait for you to see the story we're fleshing out in this series. I haven't had this much fun since Invincible.
Which is a pretty way of saying, now that I'm back on this creator-owned shit, especially something that I got a little bit piece of. Nah, see, all that did was confirm to me we gonna see this in animated form at some point. There's Ryan Otley lining them pockets.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what
Hey,
that
look,
was.
let him.
Yeah, absolutely. Let him. I'm shocked, to be honest, that we didn't get this sooner. I mean, shit, he had Tech Jacket series. You had the Invincible Universe book that was going on. That damn dog had his own book for a little bit.
Yeah, Science Dog.
You know, he had his own series for a little bit there. So yeah, that's the one thing. I cannot believe we didn't get this much sooner now that I think about it.
And I feel like Battle Beast was way more popular than any of those characters. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he wasn't. I don't know. But I feel like he was.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, I agree with I Am Gregor D. Here's the thing. This shit would not have worked. I'll be honest with you. I don't think the hype around this would have been as high if Ryan Otley wasn't back on this. I'm just putting that out there. I'm not saying it wouldn't have been good, but I don't think the hype would have been quite
wouldn't have had that same oomph.
Right. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so this, to my understanding, I think we got it. I think we got the notes down here. April 2025 is when this is going to be dropping. And buddy.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be something special. If I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that we're going to be in for a treat.
Yeah.
Image has been cooking. Well, I mean, they're always cooking. I'm not.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
let's keep it a buck. Image is always cooking. They're never not cooking. Let's just keep it a buck. But yeah, man, this is happening. This is happening. 100%. Can we also just put a shout out there that Invincible, because I think we also got some other news about Invincible, like more trailers and sneak previews, and everybody's just talking about how lit this show is going to be looking. I'm here for it, man. I love to see stuff like this. I like seeing, I like seeing people take chances on stuff because we don't take enough chances in just in comics in general. I mean, there are people out there in like the indie scene taking chances, but I'm talking about like, even though technically Image is is mostly creator owned, I still look at Image as like, you know how people always say the big two, but I feel like it's actually kind of disrespectful.
It's been the big three. Yeah.
Yeah, it's disrespectful to act like Image ain't been out here cooking Marvel and DC shit on the regular.
Yes, sir. You and me both have said that shit so many times. I remember the first time I said it, and you kind of looked at me like the Step Brothers, like, "Are we best friends?" Like, yes,
Image really out here. Look.
Image has been out here, dog, and like Todd McFarlane put his boot on Marvel and DC neck, got Silvestri, got Jim Weaver a little bit. He got everybody over there, and even to the point where this is Skybound, but it's still Image. And the reason I bring up Skybound is just because, yes, that's Kirkman's thing.
That's his thing,
Rick Remender has Giant Generator. Jeff Johns has the Ghost Machine and this, that, and the third. But it's all still Image. It's all still under that umbrella. Even though he is letting everybody eat, that is still Image. It's been big 3 for a minute. Damn near.
Yes.
It's damn near. It's not gonna be the big 3. I'm waiting for the day Todd McFarlane do one of them goddamn Facebook streams where he finna drop Venom real quick for the umpteenth time, and he just hit y'all with this Kendrick. There is no big 3. It's big me. I'm waiting for Todd McFarlane to do that. I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for Todd to do that.
Look,
I'm counting the days.
And look, they say it in the chat.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to say it. Yep. Yep.
Well, and the thing is, I actually got to talk to Joseph Village about this yesterday, but I was wilding on the fact that Tim Seeley and Joseph Village, yeah,
that was surprising to hear.
Is like I was like, damn, I said you actually got me high key excited for a Spawn book, because I'm like, dude, you got 2 of my favorite people in on the book. Okay, all right, let's go. Joe and Tim, let's rock. I'm like Guilty Gear at this point. Heaven or hell, let's rock. But that said, I'm ready to talk about the real big deal that's coming.
This is your neck of the woods. I knew this was coming.
Man, look, let me tell you something. Y'all know how I feel about crossover books. Y'all know how I feel about them. I don't think they work all the time. They work some of the time. They don't work all the time, but when they do work, it's a thing of beauty. And we've been getting a lot of them lately. But when you cross over something that I love, and I'm a huge Godzilla fan. Huge! My love for Godzilla is about as big as the creature itself.
Yeah. Come on now, you gotta put more respect on it. Fresh off the ass whooping that he just gave the Justice League. Come on now, you gotta put some more respect on it. You gotta put some more respect on that.
wait a minute. Can I do I need to do him like the way they do Kenny Omega? Making his way down to the arena. He hails from Osaka, Japan, by way of Monster Island.
See, don't do that. I don't want to envision Godzilla eating some tossed and chew, bro. I don't want to.
Some people call him the Belt Collector. His favorite airport is in North Carolina. No, all realness. We're getting Godzilla versus Marvel.
You know what's funny about this one? I'm gonna tell you what's funny about this one. And I think you all will be on the same page as me.
Ooh.
Keep that up, please.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go off, King.
When we first heard about Godzilla just running the fade throughout the comic universe, we got Godzilla versus Justice League. After he cleaned Superman and them the fuck up, he said, you know what? I don't even have to go against the team anymore.
No.
I'm going to just work a whole imprint.
Yup.
It's not. It could have been Godzilla versus the Avengers. It could have been Godzilla versus the Young Avengers. It could have been Godzilla versus the Agent of Alice. He said, no. If I've already tested myself against the Justice League and they got rocked, I'm going to just whoop all of Marvel.
Yeah, he said everybody can come get this work, okay?
Oh.
Well, I want to point something out here, and Deck It Out actually just kind of beat me to the punch. This is actually the reason why I really want to talk about this. Deck It Out just said it right here. They're using the Millennium design. And here's the thing. A lot of y'all probably won't pay as much attention to this. And I don't think a lot of people paid much attention during the Justice League joint either. But okay, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I couldn't. Man, look, I love Godzilla, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. When I read that first issue, and even the second issue after, where Superman got worked, The whole time I was just like,
I can't get jiggy with this shit.
I can't get jiggy with it. I can't get jiggy with this shit. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's not my Godzilla. It's this Godzilla. This is the American Godzilla. This is the MonsterVerse Godzilla. The Godzilla that you've been seeing in all those recent Godzilla movies. This is so basically Superman. I'm not gonna lie. Superman got worked by one of my least favorite Godzillas.
I ain't gonna hold you. When you said American Godzilla, I was not thinking about the current movies. I thought your ass was talking about that Matthew Broderick, Jean Reno Godzilla. That's what I thought you was talking about.
No.
I hate you showed me that damn clip of that Godzilla getting one tap. I can't stand you for showing me that. I will pull that clip up and crack up every other day.
Look, and here's the funny part about it. That dude got whooped to some Sum 41. They were playing Sum 41 in the background. That Godzilla got laid down in under 2 seconds. That man got slapped with the tail and then blown up with the atomic breath. But no, and it's not to say that I think this is the worst version of Godzilla, because clearly the American, like the Matthew Broderick, like Godzilla 2000, and when I say 2000, I'm talking about the American one. That is the worst version of Godzilla. That fucking T-Rex looking shit, or whatever. That's the worst version of Godzilla. I didn't know what version of Godzilla they were going to use. I thought they were just going to use the same version that DC used. But apparently that is not the case. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why. First and foremost is you look at Godzilla's face. That is not the same face as the MonsterVerse Godzilla. That is this Godzilla's face. The Millennium.
Okay.
You can I saw some people thinking that it might have been -1, because -1 does look vaguely similar, but he does not have the same eyes as the Millennium version.
I still need to watch that.
Dude, it's in the thing.
Okay.
It's in the thing.
Okay.
Godzilla, which, by the way, don't get me wrong, Godzilla -1 is now my current favorite Godzilla. But this Godzilla is right up there with him, because I actually really like Millennium Godzilla. And I appreciate the fact that they're using this version of the character, because this version of the character was on a whole other level.
Is that the one that drop kicked that one dude in the clip I've seen all the time? Is that Godzilla?
Probably. He does a lot of wild shit. But I will say this. So for those, just to kind of to here, I'm gonna give you all the list. I'm gonna give you all the list. But Godzilla is probably at his best, in my opinion. I think at his best. Not to say the other movies are like trash or anything. I mean, they're great. But Godzilla 2000, which is also subtitled Millennium, that is, to me, great. I'm a huge fan of Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. That is also another fire one. Actually, as a matter of fact, the guy who directed Godzilla -1, that's one of his favorite Godzilla movies. And it was kind of funny because if I remember correctly, a lot of people were like, man, how are you going to follow Giant Monsters All Out Attack? Because it was just so lit. And then Shin Godzilla came out. And that was actually what I thought they were going to do when I saw people talking about, oh, Marvel's going to do Godzilla versus Marvel. I was like, are they going to use Shin Godzilla? Because I was like, that would be... Because I said, you'd almost have to, like... That would be a wild one to do. Because for those who know, Shin Godzilla is nasty work. Oh, my God. That is the nastiest version of Godzilla. You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, if they do a Godzilla versus Dynamite or a Godzilla versus Boom, they'll get Shin Godzilla. I guarantee it. Because it seems like everyone's getting different versions. But I know a lot of people don't like this movie, but it's actually one of my favorites because of how silly it is. And that's Godzilla Final Wars. Because that's the one where he blows up the Matthew Broderick Godzilla, which I think is awesome.
You sent me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's the one where you do. I love it. I fucking love it. But that's just me. But to get us back to it, I also like how they're doing this. They're not doing this the way that the Godzilla versus Justice League thing. They're not doing it the same way as they did that. They're doing it a bit differently. It's not going to be the same type of an affair. And the reason I say that is because let me pull my notes up here. So Godzilla is going to start with Godzilla versus the Fantastic Four. It's going to start out small. It's not going to be all hands on deck right away. It's going to be, and it's going to be Ryan North, the current writer
of Fantastic Four.
Of Fantastic Four.
That makes sense.
Who's going to be writing that? And it's it says it's going to put the Fantastic Four and the Silver Surfer against a King Ghidorah who will become the Herald of Galactus.
I love comic books, bro.
Dude,
I can't be mad at that. That's so goddamn ridiculous. I love comic books.
I fucking love.
That is nuts.
Let me tell you something. I know I talk some shit. I know I talk some shit. I said a lot of crazy, wild, and impossible, sounding bullshit when it came to various and sundry different crossover books, and I was like, man, I don't know about this. But right now,
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
That's me. That's me right now. Because it reminds me. Because Carter, you say you never saw Godzilla Final Wars, right?
I haven't
Outside
seen
of that
any
clip.
Godzilla movie sat down and watched, except the Matthew Broderick one. Everything else I've seen is clips, and
you just hurt my soul.
I wasn't the kaiju guy. I was not the kaiju guy. I what?
You just hurt me. Why are you breaking my heart? Why? Why would you do this?
This gonna be that Indiana Jones shit all over again.
No. Give me a chain. Give my chain back.
No, you don't just have
back.
the random ATL clip.
Give my chain back.
No, you don't,
Give my
dog.
chain back. God damn it.
No, you.
Give my click. Give my
That
shit back.
actually caught me off guard. Okay.
Give me my chain back.
Okay, bro.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But no, I'm here for this. I'm here for. Okay, here's. You know what, Carter? I'm gonna give you some homework, man. If you go into the good place, you know what I'm talking about.
That's what you call it now.
It's a good place, man. It's code, man. Don't make it weird. I'm gonna tell you right now. They're all in there.
Okay.
But I will say this, man, if you get a chance, watch Godzilla Final Wars, because it is just so fucking wild. Because that's the one where pretty much every single monster he has ever faced off with shows up and catches that work.
I feel bad for Japan if everybody just pulled up, bro.
Well, no, here's the best part. They're showing up in various places across the world. So Godzilla just going on a world tour whooping ass. Like that scene where he broke off the American Godzilla, that shit was in Australia. But
put Carter. He said, you know what? Put Carter in the comment getting jumped after that Godzilla comment. Hey, man.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. No, but here. Yeah, what Elite X1 just said, Final Wars is literally a remake of Destroy All Monsters if it was an anime in live action. That's basically what it is. Because when
Destroy All Monsters, the game?
There was another Godzilla Destroy All Monsters movie way back.
Okay.
So yeah, but that's what that game was referencing, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the movie. But no, I tell people all the time, because when the version of, because Gigan's always been one of my favorite monsters just because he's so silly.
Yeah.
They find a way to do Gigan in a way that I was just like, bruh, come on. Motherfucker, he's already a robot chicken. He's literally, I think that's where they actually got the name for the TV show, Robot Chicken. But he already had the buzzsaw going down his chest. But in Final Wars, he's got dual chainsaws on each arm. Like he at the end of his arm, like where his hands would be, he's got double chainsaws. And I was like, bro, let's go. But then King Ghidorah shows. It's good. It's so good. Yeah.
You want to feel old real quick?
Watch
this. Bird Nerd is in the chat saying, "There's a Destroy All Monsters game." Hold up. Yes. It was on GameCube. It was Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, and then they came out with a follow-up, like I think it was like an updated roster called Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee.
Yes.
Yes.
Dude, I kind of want to. Man, I almost wish. Technically, they've made some games kind of similar to it since then, but man,
I told you about that. That Gigabash.
Yeah, Gigabash. Yeah. Dude, I hope somebody. And they technically, you can get Godzilla. I think that's the one where you get Godzilla.
Yep, they did. Yep, they put Godzilla in there. Yes, they did. That's why I told you about it.
I like this. He said, "What are the chances the Destroyer is a Hydra creation in this?" I would fucking holler if they put the Destroyer. Dude, Destroyer versus Destroyer, dude, that would be wild. That is just nasty. But no, I'm hyped for it because it's going to be kind of bouncing around, and it kind of lets me know that Jed MacKay is probably going to write the Avengers portion of it. If they maintain the same energy. And also, I wonder if when he goes up against the X-Men, will it be Jed and Gale writing it together? Like, I wonder, like, is Philip Kennedy Johnson going to get a chance to write because, I mean, you look at all the characters, that are showing up here. It's X-Men, it's Iron Man, it's the Avengers, it's Hulk. Because you see Rogue in the background, so clearly the Uncanny X-Men are going to get involved on some level. And you see Cyclops down at the bottom, so clearly Jed MacKay's X-Men are getting involved. So, but I will say this: I did see people trying to start some discourse about because there were people who were coming with that same energy you had, and I had too. Technically, they were looking at this image and said, "Man, if Superman got worked by Godzilla, just imagine." just they like, man, the Marvel universe is already cooked. But here's the thing: I think a lot of people aren't thinking about, and I even said this when someone posted that shit. I was like, dude. Okay. If Wanda Maximoff shows up, which, by the way, spoiler alert, she right there.
She is right there.
She right there. Here, hold on, wait a minute. Enhance. She right there. Already throwing up the mutant underground. She already up there. She already up there throwing up the Midnight M. She like, yeah, let's go, y'all. She's like, gang.
They gonna have to have her because you saying Jed MacKay's Avengers,
mm-hmm.
Bruh. What the fuck is Sam Wilson gonna do against Godzilla? Don't let that Brave New World trailer fuck y'all head up. He is not gonna do it. He is not gonna cut a flip. And the wings cut through Godzilla, big dog.
No.
That brother finna get tore up around.
Let me tell you something. That vibranium ain't gonna save his ass. Them vibranium wings can't save him. But no, I will say this, though. I actually said this. I was like, dude, Wanda could literally just walk up and say, no more kaiju. And the whole fight is over. But this is why I say crossovers are a dubious thing to mess with. Because here's the thing. It's the same thing I said about that Avengers versus Aliens. They had to come up with some really convoluted ass reasons as to why them xenomorphs are working the Avengers the way they are. Oh no, suddenly the xenomorphs are immune to magic or resistant to magic. Oh yeah, the face hugger. Yeah, once it's on, we can't get it off. We can't wish it off. We can't magic the motherfucker off. Apparently magic don't affect it. Really? Since when? Oh, we just added this shit because yeah, if we actually got Doctor Strange on the case, this whole thing is over. You also have
I was not expecting that from you.
Yeah, well, I mean, you also got to look at Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel can literally flash fry every xenomorph on the planet, and the whole fight is over. She goes binary, and it's over before it even starts. So that's the thing. You have to come up, and I said this when we first talked about it. I said, y'all just wait. This ain't gonna be what y'all think it is. Y'all think it's gonna be the Avengers just giving out hands. But it's not. Like, it's gonna be the Avengers taking L's because this is written like it's a horror movie. Which means people got to do some dumbass shit to make it work.
Ryan North is doing this Fantastic Four issue, and I'm looking at the cover that you just had on the screen, dog. What if one tail whip just knock all that rock off? Ben Grimm finna see his human self, and he only supposed to see that shit once a year because one tail whip is finna knock all that rock off of Ben Grimm's body, bro.
Bro, look, Ben is gonna go back to being regular man. He is actually gonna be able to have relations with his wife without hurting her. That like he look.
Godzilla finna knock the thing out of Ben Grimm, bro.
Look, let me tell you something. I can tell you right now, I don't know why Spider-Man is trying to like run up. You don't want none of that.
Dog,
you don't
can
want
you
none
imagine?
Of that.
You imagine one just like atomic breath on the thing.
Oh.
And then you just see Vic Mackey again. You just see Ben Grimm again.
Bang, it's a wrap. Look, wait. Tail whip decreases accuracy.
Dog. So
look, motherfucker's gonna be hitting like whoop, whoop.
So one thing that we can say about this this Godzilla versus Marvel is that and this is per the Hollywood Reporter, is just that it's gonna be a 6-issue crossover series, and these one shots. Well, let me go back. This is gonna be a 6-issue crossover series that will unite the iconic kaiju with people like Spider-Man, Thor, and the Hulk, like everybody we see in this cover here. And these one shots will take place in different time periods.
Okay.
So tell me how that would go, and because I want your input, because you are the kaiju expert as far as I'm fucking concerned. With them with these one shots taking place in different time periods, what Godzillas and what other kaijus do you think we could potentially see, since this is Godzilla versus Marvel and it's different time periods? And I know you didn't just brought up like 4 or 5 different goddamn Godzillas. So what do we have the potential of seeing?
So I can tell you right now, if they're doing different time frames, so here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. I can tell you right off rip. There's a reason why you see Millennium Godzilla then. So that means that Millennium Godzilla was like, I think 7 or 8 different movies that came out over the course of like the I think one came out in 99 and the rest came out throughout the early aughts. So you'll probably get Millennium Godzilla for one of them. I don't know which one, but I mean, it would make sense with any one of them. I could actually see, man, what would be some nasty work if they wanted to be super obvious about it. I could actually see Godzilla, the Showa, like the early days. I'm talking 1950, 54 Godzilla. I can see that one fighting the Fantastic Four. I can see like old black and white Godzilla, like back was like Gojira. I could easily see that. That would be amazing. I would eat that up. I would also think that, okay, so if you have him messing with the X-Men, I don't know if you do it like in the 80s. If you do it in the 80s, you do the later Showa era Godzilla where he's got like the big eyes and shit. Whatever, and like very obviously a person in a suit. Dude, I just fear for whoever gets -1. I pity the fool. I pity whoever gets -1. If someone gets -1, bruh, it's a wrap. Because and it should be Hulk. I think Hulk should get -1.
Oh wow.
I think Hulk should get -. Matter of fact, no. Scratch that. Fuck that. Fuck everything I just said. No. I know who Hulk needs to get. I need Hulk to get Shin Godzilla. That's who he needs to get. Because that is a Godzilla who can equally match his nastiness.
I was gonna say, yeah, that fits the theme of Philip Kennedy Johnson's Hulk book.
And Al Ewing's, like the whole like Godzilla having like you look at like the it's like people and shit all like rolled up in
it. So okay, this is all I know about Shin Godzilla, just from like one retrospective I saw on that film, and I saw the ending of it where like all the YouTube comments was like, dog, had that motherfucker eat, because I didn't know this one Shin Godzilla evolved throughout the course of the movie. And toward the end, you see like people coming out of his tail because he was about to evolve into human Godzillas, and it looked, I remember it looked like nasty, and I remember I saw a clip of his atomic breath on YouTube with like this kind of sad music playing, and they said the atomic breath the atomic breath from Shin Godzilla, it was it screaming and puking. So like it wasn't trying to do it like to get people away from it. It was a really sad. Apparently that movie is really fucked up and sad from the Godzilla perspective. And I think that's the one that won like Japanese Oscars and stuff like that.
Oh, as a matter of fact, the dude who made -1 said he didn't even know how he was gonna follow up Shin Godzilla.
Okay.
He said, there's no way I can follow this. He's like, there's no way. But yeah, this is basically the trajectory of like, because the second one is my favorite because of how goofy it fucking looks.
Okay.
Because like when you see it, it's like this motherfucker look goofy as hell, like flopping and slipping and sliding down the goddamn street. But the thing is, he was quite literally, it was a creature who wasn't necessarily even trying to do anything bad.
Yeah.
It was that he was effectively just existing. Like I don't think at any point anything that Shin Godzilla does is out of any sense of malice.
Yeah, it just doesn't know what it's doing. And I think something else I read, or I think I read it or I saw it, but they said he's in pain throughout the entire of this fucking movie. That's why he said he was sad.
As a matter of fact, the reason why he has such big eyes is because he has no eyelids. He has no eyelids. Like his eyes are always like, oh god, like what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? But yeah, no, Shin Godzilla is that's the only Godzilla for Hulk, as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, that's the only version of Godzilla that Hulk needs to see. If he sees any other version of Godzilla, I'm calling bullshit on the whole thing. The whole thing. I'm calling bullshit.
Because I know I hurt you hard, but with this coming out that these one shots are taking place in different time periods, I'm just gonna ask.
Go ahead, shoot.
Do you see Deadpool going a Deadpool Godzilla issue with it being the Matthew Broderick Godzilla?
I can see that. I actually could. Okay. No, I can see that. Okay. I could actually see that. And you know what?
Yeah.
I would allow it. Allow it. Ooh, you know what I just thought about? Ooh, Carter, I don't know if you've ever seen. You said no. You said you've never seen any of the other ones, dude. I want to know, when does Biolanny pull up? I need to know.
What the fuck is that?
It's a plant monster.
Oh, you lost me a plant monster.
Yeah. It's a plant monster. It's a fucking
nope.
That shit was, dude. Imagine. Ooh. Deck It Out just said it. This is the one. Bring back that Krakoa shit so Biolanny can shit all over it. There you go.
Nope, I can't do plant monster. You talking to a motherfucker that's still creeped out and refuses to watch Little Shop of Horrors. I cannot do plant monster.
Dude, Biolanny was a... Dude, let me tell you something. The first time I saw Godzilla versus Biolanny, I was like, this heifer is wilding right now. I was like, oh my God. Get her up off the screen. Get her up off the screen.
It was a space plant with Godzilla DNA.
Yup. And a person.
No, you don't do that feed me shit in here. That shit, you scared the hell out of me up until I was in my teens. No. Well, you know what? I will say this. I'm happy for all of you Godzilla fans. And if there's anything that confuses the hell out of me when I'm reading these, I know I can just ask you.
Oh, yeah. Look, because I'm going to tell you right now, like, you look at all these, like, okay, so DC got this version.
Okay.
DC got this version for the Justice League. I could easily see Fantastic Four getting this version. I could see maybe like, you know what? Just because of the fact that Iron Man is around, or maybe the Avengers get this version. And maybe get some Mecha Godzilla action in there as well. But this version, I don't know who would be best suited. Maybe the X-Men, maybe. But Shin Godzilla, I don't want to see nobody else but the Hulk on this one. If I don't see Hulk versus Shin Godzilla, it is hoed. It is hoed if I don't see it. Matter of fact, Marvel, look, I don't know. Look, I don't know who I need to talk to. I don't know who I need to speak with. But if I don't see it, no, I ain't having it. I'm not having it. I am not having it.
Oh boy.
Look, I'm like M'Baku. I will not have it.
Yeah, these are gonna be some very like energetic ass videos when this book starts.
Oh yeah. Oh
dropping,
no,
bruh.
no.
These videos are about to be so stupid.
Dude, okay, look, the only way, okay, let me be real with you. The only way that Marvel could do better, Marvel, I know you're listening. Because I know you got ninjas out here.
Because you're the Marvel shill, of course.
Yeah, I'm the Marvel shill, so of course. Even though I talk about DC and stuff too.
Just had an interview with a DC motherfucker yesterday, but he's Marvel.
I'm Marvel like a motherfucker. Marvel like a sumbitch.
I promise, man.
Look, done umpteen million interviews, putting folks on Dynamite books. Marvel shill.
Oh God. Daddy Kaiju in the chat saying, I can't wait for Tony to try and make a Zilla Buster armor and it not work at all.
Oh, he gonna catch it. He gonna catch
God.
it.
I don't want to see a Godzilla Buster armor. Oh Lord.
Look, let me tell you something. If I do not see a Spider-Man versus Kamen Rider, if I do not see it, let me tell you how mad I would be if I don't get to see all my homies pull up. I need that. Marvel, this is what you need to do. I'm telling you, this is free money. Look.
Hey.
Why am I giving this away?
Stranger things have happened. You want to know how shocked my ass was reading that newest Power Rangers issue and seeing the fucking VR troopers? I about lost my mind when I read this.
Look, you had a flashback, didn't you? You had a flashback.
Sure did.
You was like, we are.
No, I lost my mind when I saw that shit because I immediately said what you just said, but I don't know. Do you feel like the John Cena theme is playing with this book being announced? Because like my time is now. I feel like that's all you saying right now.
Yeah, look.
I know these videos are about to be ridiculous for this book.
Yeah, you about to hear that.
I swear I do.
Yabba-doo.
If something does not go the way that he feels it should go because of how big of a kaiju fan he is, I know he about to lose his mind on these videos. This is gonna be funny. This is gonna be funny to see. If I see an Ernie crash out because Philip Kennedy Johnson didn't use Shin Godzilla, I'm gonna crack up.
Oh no,
I'm gonna
have to call
up.
I'm gonna have to call him. Actually, dude, you know what's gonna be? I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, I can go tell you right now. Marvel, I can literally hook. Gavin just said it right here. Kamen Rider Black versus Daredevil. That's easy. That's easy. It's easy money. Easy fucking money. That's all you got to do. Do that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go and tell you right now. Hell, you really want to make some money? You really want to make some goddamn money? You really want you want to make like I'm telling you right now. You want me to get you the dump truck full of money. Kamen Rider Bill versus Iron Man. Do it. Make it a thing. Doctor Strange versus Kamen Rider Wizard. Done. It's done. It's easy money. I'm literally giving you these things away. I'm literally giving away Captain Marvel versus Kamen Rider Forze. I'm giving these away. I'm literally giving these away. Kabuto, look right there. Kabuto versus Black Panther. We're giving these away to y'all. I'm giving you the store right now. Okay? I am giving you the store. I'm literally giving it all away.
I'm not trying to make you mad when I say this, because I don't know what Kamen Rider Black is. I don't know nothing about Kamen Rider. But when you pull this picture up, again, I am not trying to make you mad. I thought those were just new Beetleborgs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, hey.
I don't know this.
Well, no,
this is not my forte. But I thought they were Beetleborgs.
It's funny you say that because, so, okay. I actually have a lot of fun talking about this shit. Did you know what Big Bad Beetleborgs was based off of?
No.
Okay, so there was this thing called B Fighter Kabuto.
Okay.
That's this right here. These are not children. There is no weird Count Chocula looking motherfucker hanging around in a house with evil movie monsters. These are people in costume fighting to save the world from basically yeeting humanity off of it.
Okay.
Also, the VR troopers were space cops. Matter of fact, do you know one of the main reasons why VR troopers folded?
No.
Because each of those, so there were three characters, right? You had the three VR troopers. Each of those VR troopers is from a different show. Each of them came from a wildly different show. They were all in the same series, but like here, I'm gonna pull this up. Let's see, do I have it here? Yeah, I think I have it here. Like this right here, those are three different shows crossing over.
Okay.
Those are three different series crossing over. It's the same reason why Tommy couldn't be the White Ranger forever, because the White Ranger came from a different show. The White Ranger came from a different show than the other Rangers.
Okay.
And that's why it happened.
That's actually kind of gangster when I'm thinking about that. Okay. I did not know that. Okay.
What they were doing, they were taking footage, because what they would do is the shows, whatever show comes next, it would cross over with the show that came before it. So basically, they were just reusing the same movie or TV episode and just splicing that hoe and just splitting it up like as much as they could.
Okay.
And they had to do the same thing with the Green Ranger, because the Green Ranger gets killed off in the season he's from. So they ran out of footage because they literally just kept having to reuse the same, I think it was like 20-some episodes or whatever. The same 20-some episodes, they just like, all right, we just splice this shit up. We can't cut it no more. Yeah, the Ninja Arc was a whole other show. It was like, matter of fact, the Zords, when they had like, what was it, the Thunder Zords. The Thunder Zords were not from the same show that they were using footage of to make Mighty Morphin, which is why, I don't know if you've ever caught this, Carter. You remember the Red Dragon Zord? The one that would like be like flying through the, like that and shit?
Yeah. I remember that.
Look very closely the next time you see that motherfucker and look at its forehead. There is an entirely different Ranger standing on his forehead.
God. See, now I'm gonna be going back looking at these and cussing. Oh my god.
Yeah, like if you go back and look, because the Red Ranger. Here, let me see if I can actually find. Yeah, the Red Ranger.
I'm reading Surgery G. He just said that's why you never see all three of the VR troopers in the same scene unless it's the American actors or not suited up.
Right.
This is
correct.
Nuts. Oh wow, man.
Correct. Very correct. That is 110 million% true. Here it is. I found it. I found one.
Okay.
I found one. So check this out, Carter. I'm gonna pull this up.
Yeah.
Look at this shit right here. You see this image?
Yeah. Wow.
That Ranger, these Zords, that's from Die Ranger. That's from Die Ranger, which was a completely different show.
Dog, I saw red and was just okay. That is wild.
Hey,
that's nasty. That's nasty.
Man, what you done said? What you done said?
What the fuck? Oh, I was getting bamboozled when I was a child.
Yeah,
Damn.
Oh yeah, dude. They used to lie to you. Also, you know how they had the ninja. You know how they had the Ninja Zords, and remember when they used to have the costumes where they would be in the little cloth ninja get up?
Yeah.
And do you remember the Alien Rangers?
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
Okay, so here, okay. So you said you remember the Alien Rangers. So here's the thing.
I do.
I'm about to fuck your head up.
I remember them.
I'm about to fuck your head up. I'm about to fuck your head up. So check this out. Check this out. Check this out.
Oh no.
So these images are gonna be a little fugly. Just forgive me.
Okay.
So
yeah, for the movie. Yeah. I remember all this.
Those costumes are inspired by the Kaku Ranger costumes, which is what they wore before they turned into the before they turned into these.
Okay.
These are the Alien Rangers. The Alien Rangers, basically what they did is they said, hey, take them costumes from that show, all the footage when they're in these costumes, put that on the Alien Rangers. We're going to give the ones where they're in the ninja costumes from the exact same fucking show, exact same fucking characters as these right here, and we're going to put them on the other one. So there you go. The original White Ranger from the Sentai show, he was only one episode from the original show. Exactly. So, yeah, his footage, yeah, basically, it's wild. It's wild. And they had, and the reason why they had to separate them, because when you would look at the White Ranger in Kaku Ranger was female. So that's why they had to that's why they had to do that differently. So when Tommy was in that white suit, that's a woman. That's why they had to actually get the costumes and actually put him physically in it. Because it was very obvious that it's a woman. It's wild, dude. Sentai is crazy. Dude, and then right
that
here.
Just said what I just did. All the emotions just went back.
And dude,
what?
Beast Knight God King Brachian. Dude, so here's the thing. That was the other thing. Remember they had Titanus?
Yes.
that was the motherfucker's name. That was his actual name. It was Beast Knight God King Brachian. Dude, like I said, I could do this all day. And the original Yellow Ranger was a dude. That's why, yeah. So whenever you see, I see that look on your face. So yeah, whenever you see Trini in the, in the old Mighty Morphin joint, that's not a woman in the costume. That's why if you ever look at, now I will say this.
No, I didn't just ever look. I saw Power Rangers whooping ass, Ernie. I didn't know.
So, well, no. I'm here to tell you. So this shot that I got pulled up, the only reason she looks like a woman, has the frame of a woman, is because that is actually the suit, the actors in the costumes. But if you ever watch it when they're actually, like, this is a promotional shot. So that's why it actually looks about roughly the way that it does. But if you actually go back and look at the actual footage that they were like when they were actually like on screen and fighting and whatnot, what have you, like, yeah, shit like this, yeah, it's the person that you think it is. But like when you get to, I think, let me see here. Is this one? Okay, no, that's not one. That's not one of them. But I'm trying to see if I actually have an image. I'm gonna actually look and see if I can find one. But like, yeah, if you go into
I don't know how to feel about any of this.
So yeah, okay, so yeah, here it is. I got one right here. So check this out. I got you. So check this out. Right here. Boom. That's a dude. That's a guy.
With beer belly over the goddamn belt. Oh my God.
You never noticed it.
You never
noticed it. You never noticed it. Why? Because here's the thing. Why would you? You're like, oh, okay, yeah, of course, it's a woman. Yeah, duh.
Fucking bastards. Y'all been messing up my dog.
You've been bamboozled. You got bamboozled. Also here, check, let's see, can I find, I'm trying to see if I actually have a shot with the actual Rangers. But yeah, back in the day, the Yellow Ranger was a dude. Like 100%. 100 fucking percent. Matter of fact, here it is right here. Bam. That's the Yellow Ranger down there on the side. That's what they looked like in the original show. Like this right here. See that dude right there? That's the Yellow Ranger. There was only one female Ranger. That's why the pink one had a dress. The pink one had a skirt. None of the other ones did. And here's the thing. The way it was, and his name was Boy. That's the other part. His name was Boy. So check this out. The reason why, like, a lot of people, like, because the way it was coded, like, oh, well, you know, Trini's kind of a tomboyish type of character. That's why she doesn't have a skirt. No, she doesn't have a skirt because that character was not a girl. Oh, I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying. That. So yeah, that. There you go. Welcome to my Toku corner. And I hope you enjoyed. But yeah, that was a thing. So yeah. So leave alone. Y'all kill. I'm just saying. Allow me to ruin your childhood. That might be a video right there. Yeah. You know what? No, that might be a video right there. Yellow Ranger, a dude.
No, Sir Yuri G, you had it right the first time. Satan done lied to me for years.
Man.
What?
And dude, that's the thing. So, like I showed you this earlier, those were the Rangers. So, like on the left, that was the Blue Ranger, Pink Ranger, Red Ranger, Yellow Ranger, Black Ranger. And also, Green Ranger.
Bro, that's somebody music teacher, dog.
That was, and here's the thing. So you know how like Jason and Tommy used to refer to each other as brothers?
Yeah.
The reason why is because in this show they were brothers. The Red Ranger and the Green Ranger were actual family. Like they were actually blood relation. And you remember that green candle? That's like, oh, when the green candle goes out, your power goes away.
Rita had it in the The Rita had that in the little headquarters. Yeah, I remember that.
That candle did not take his power away. It killed him. When the candle goes out, he go out. That's why Tommy had to give up the suit. It was death. That's why it was so heartbreaking. When they had the whole thing where Tommy like, oh, here, take my shield. Oh, okay, all right. That's why. That's why. That's why it was supposed to be. That's why it was supposed to be so heartbreaking, because that's what it was. Also, this shit right here. Here, there you go. Like, yeah, that shit right there. Yeah, that's why. That is why he's like, hey, go get him for me, cuz. Go get him.
No lie. I had that toy because I thought the Red Ranger with the chest with the green Ranger chest was fire.
Oh yeah. No, it was cold. It was cold.
Y'all remember that old ass Power Ranger? It was a button you could push on his chest and to where the whole upper portion just flipped.
It would flip.
So it would.
Also, this right here, this is the show that the White Ranger comes from. Those other Rangers, that red dude in the back, that's who you saw on top of that dragon's head. That's who you saw. That is who you saw. Also, I'm gonna fuck your head up. Guess who else was different? These two. They had a baby. Also, Goldar in the original show did not talk.
I would have liked Goldar way more because I hated his voice. I would have liked him way more.
yeah. Goldar, he didn't talk. He actually took like a vow of silence, basically. Like, he just didn't speak. So basically, whenever you saw him, that motherfucker was just out here just grunting and like going, That was all you got out of him. He wasn't doing any of the, get you, Rangers. He wasn't doing, yeah. No. Goldar didn't talk. She spoke. Lammy, Scorpina, aka Scorpina, Lammy, she spoke. And matter of fact, the first time, and here's the fucked up part: the first time that Grifforzer, Goldar, the first time Grifforzer talks, he says something sexist as fuck to Lammy.
Wait, what was his name?
His name was Grifforzer, like as in Griffin. His name was Grifforzer, and Scorpina's name was Lammy. Lammy. So yeah. But now the first time Grifforzer speaks, which is multiple episodes into the show, I think we're talking like 20, 30 episodes into the show, the first thing he says is basically, it's not exactly what he says, but like when she wants to go fight, he kind of basically tells her, yeah, that's not a woman's place. That's basically the first thing come out of his mouth. Also, when Rita, not a goofball. Rita was not a goofball on the original show. She was serious as a heart attack. She was out here slaying babies. She was out here sacrificing children. Okay? She was out here sacrificing children's to the great
Kathy Bates from American Horror Story. Wait a minute.
She was out here sacrificing babies to Satan. To Satan. Remember that big blue ass head that was always floating in the sky? Lokar?
Yeah.
That wasn't Lokar. That was Satan. That was Satan. That was not Lokar. That was not Lokar. That was not Lokar. That his name on the show was Satan.
Hey man, recommended, man. What?
Let's get to our recommended. We'll get to the recommended. I've ruined. You know what? I think that is going to be a thing. I think we are going to call it Ernie ruins everything. That's what we're going to call it. That's going to be the thing. I'm going to say one last thing. Guess what? You know how you can tell you're watching stock footage versus watching actual like footage that was shot with the American actors. Look at the crispness of the Green Ranger shield. Look how solid it looks. It looks solid as fuck, don't it? Like you look at these shots, it looks solid, right?
Okay. Look
at Tommy shit. Party City like a motherfucker. Party City like a motherfucker. Fuck out of here with that shit. Yeah. Man, gave Tommy that weak ass shit. Anyway, but yeah. I'm gonna give y'all my recommended. My recommended is actually a book that was written by a guy who we had on the show this past Thursday. Bablam! Okay. Weirdo by Tony Weaver Jr.
Okay.
This is it's effectively an autobiographical story by Tony himself. That is basically kind of, for the most part, a retelling of his childhood, his life growing up being a black nerd, as well as dealing with mental health. And finding acceptance within his community, finding his place in the world, but all told in a manga-style story. I have the hardcover version of this book. This is a hardcover. It is fantastic. It's got, like I said, it's got a very kind of anime kind of here. I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm just gonna kind of focus this.
Want to take one for it?
No, I got this. Y'all can see. But yeah, this is it right here. This is the vibes. Y'all see what's going on here. But yeah, this is a story. I like it a lot. And like I said, just if you've ever felt here, I'm gonna fix myself now. There we go. If you've ever, yeah, of course, you're like myself. Yeah, you're like myself. You grew up a nerd. And especially if you grew up like a black or brown nerd, you're really gonna get this book. But yeah, it's called Weirdo. It is a great. Actually, it's heartwarming as fuck. Like this shit's wholesome as fuck. It's wholesome as fuck. I think the hardcover I think runs you about 20, 21, maybe $22. It's good. It's really good. It's worth it. I highly advise. I think the trade paperback's like I think $14, $15. The softback trade paper, as they say over in those spaces where they don't actually read comics. But yes, I think I think that if you are someone who is like myself, you grew up a nerd, you grew up trying to find your place in the world, you're trying to find acceptance, and I think back in the day, we all grew up with mental health issues, and we just didn't have the language or the know-how, or we just didn't have the words to describe what we were going through. I think this book is for you, because I know a lot of us grew up, especially if you're as old as myself and Carter, we all grew up in a time where we didn't have that kind of language. We didn't know, we didn't really know a lot about manic depression or ADHD or neurodivergence, autism, things of that nature. We didn't understand them the way that we do now. And I think a lot of us probably grew up in situations where we maybe had one or more of these things going on with us, or some other thing, And we were treated differently, we were looked at differently, and not just because of the things that we enjoy, but just because of who we were as people. I think that this is the book that is going to help you kind of find your footing, kind of revisit that.
Okay.
But but yeah, that is it. I highly recommend it. And if you're a person who just loves good stories, even if you don't have any of that background, I think you can find a lot to love with that book. But Tony Weaver Jr. is an awesome guy. I also appreciate the fact that he opened up the interview and came with the smoke. He came with the smoke like almost immediately. I even appreciate it. He said, I know y'all said y'all were going to talk about Creature Commandos later, but he's like, I'm going to stay a little bit because we got to talk about this. And I was like, all right. I said, this is my guy. I was like, this is my guy. This is my guy right here. He said, no. He said, we about to do this. Like, honestly, everything he said, I was with it. I rocked with it. Whether it was the lionization of anime and manga in the Black community, why we shouldn't be getting out of pocket when Black people enter the space of anime and manga, considering the fact that we have these so-called anime manga fans who are perfectly fine with white people voicing anime and manga characters who are 99.9% of the time Japanese characters, but have some umbrage with Black people voicing these characters, like in I think the one that's kind of been the focal point lately is the Dan series, where a Black person, oddly enough, to my understanding, I forget the name of the guy, but I actually want to say might be, I'm trying to remember who was it. I'm trying to remember who was it that actually voices the character, but yeah, a Black voice actor, AJ Beckles, who is Black, and people got upset about that. The one of the guys who's on the Comic Shop is a anime voice actor, and has played some characters you very likely are familiar with.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm just putting that out there. But yeah, and this is the thing I've said this for a long time, and Gavin is not wrong here. Gavin says, as a white boy, it's wild how much other white people automatically read anime characters as white, and it's because I feel like that's intentional on the part of Japan. I actually feel like that's intentional on the part of Japan, because a lot of times they name these characters like funny ass American names, or whatever, but or go out of their way to make them look like, case in point, in My Hero Academia, there's an American character who shows up.
Mm-hmm.
She looks just like everybody else. She looks just like everybody else. And oftentimes when we do see characters who might be representative of us, they're not actually Japanese. They're not actually Black, they're Japanese. Like, we see a character with darker skin, they're not Black. They're Japanese, they're just tan. Go-Go Loser Ranger has a character that's darker complected than everybody else. He's not Black. He's Japanese. He's just darker complected. Same thing goes for a lot of other anime. But nobody wants to have that conversation. It's why the Piccolo effect is real. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what the Piccolo effect is. Y'all know.
I laugh every time I hear that. I laugh every time I hear that.
Dude, because you know.
Yeah.
Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Carter
Yep.
knows more than anybody else. That Piccolo effect is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That Piccolo effect is a motherfucker. It is a motherfucker. It'll get you. The Piccolo effect is a bitch. That said, let's get into some questions. I feel like I got on my soapbox for a while, so let's get off the soapbox.
Right.
Let's get off the soapbox.
We got two questions. We got two questions from the Discord, because I told y'all know we do Blerd Caves every Saturday. If you want your question answered, you need to put it in there the day before, not the day of, because it ain't getting read until next week. So, with that being the case, first question here we got from Qdoma says, "Greetings, gentlemen. Hope you both enjoyed your birthdays and wish you many more. Thanks."
Thank you.
My question of the day is, have you ever watched the TV show Beastars or read the manga to it? It's kind of like Zootopia, but way more adult. This
Yes.
show is more relevant than ever in today's world. It deals with themes of segregation, power dynamics, identity, self-acceptance, violence, and its impact on society, and the importance of empathy. I highly recommend this one in both forms. Ernie, you ever read or watched Beastars?
I haven't read, but I have watched some of Beastars. And I haven't watched all of it, not for lack of desire. Just it's one of those things that sometimes when you watch shows, you say, "Okay, I'm gonna watch a little bit now, watch a little bit later," and then you wind up watching. So I have. Some of you may know this about me. I have media ADHD. When it comes, like, I don't really have ADHD in like the traditional sense, but like when it comes to like what I want to watch, oh man, I'm all over the place. I'm like, ooh, let me watch a little bit of this. Ooh, let me watch a little bit of that. Ooh, that's over here. That's how I am. That is how I am. Sadly.
Yeah.
But it is a good show. It is a good show, and I do agree. It is basically Zootopia, but way more adult. That is actually that's accurate. That is accurate.
Okay. That will be put on my list of things to read and watch. It's on the list.
I'll add. Matter of fact, I don't know if it's in the thing, but if it's not, I'll add it.
Okay. All right. And last question we got here from the Discord is from Sting of the Nine Ball saying happy birthday to both the Blerd Without Fear and the Blerd Without Filter.
Ooh, love it. Love it.
Today's question comes to the anime side of things again, and all of us who put on the straw hat to sail the seas. Have you both heard about the news that over in Japan, they are gearing up to use AI to go after pirated anime streaming? So he really has a straw hat. I am so happy you audiophiles did not see the disgusting straw hat he just put on his goddamn head. That ain't covering nothing because of the headphone. Nothing.
There you go.
Have you both heard about the news that over in Japan they are gearing up to use AI to go after pirated anime streaming sites to shut them down? And if so, what are your thoughts on that? Also, on the Western side of things, services like Crunchyroll are about to get on that serious bullshit themselves with now charging premium users extra money for long-winded animes like One Piece, money to watch each story arc. That is fucking horrible. So for the sake of conversations, with the way he asked this question and the way he said that Crunchyroll is about to start. So if I'm watching Dragon Ball Z, I can watch it up until the Namek arc and then I gotta pay again, or the Cell arc and then I gotta pay again, or the Boo arc and then the Super Boo arc and then the. That's gross. If that's what he means that they're gonna charge for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna rock it like the Adabisi here.
Oh my god. That's the fucking thumbnail. That is disgusting, sir.
Here, wait a minute. Here, wait. I got you. Hold on.
He taking a picture of it. No, he didn't.
Mm-hmm. No, I did. Wait. There you go. There you go. It's in the can. It's in the can.
Christ.
Oh. Look, let me tell you something. Here's the thing. When it comes, I don't like the idea of using AI to do it because I feel like it's gonna wind up backfiring. It always does when you use artificial intelligence. There are going to be some legitimate sources that end up getting hit by it. I feel like maybe they might have their shit locked down tight. I don't know.
Yeah.
Blerd a BC. There you go. There you go. I got it. So, yeah, I think there's going to be some people that catch some strays, but here's the thing. I mean, look, I feel like there are things like Crunchyroll out there. I feel like while anime piracy is rampant, I feel like it's mostly because I feel like it's actually more because of the fact that the subtitle game has not stepped up.
Okay.
there are people out there putting out fan subs
Yeah.
that are way better than the subs that Crunchyroll is putting out.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how I know this? Because it's the same thing for Tokusatsu. The Tokusatsu subs are A1. And I'm going to tell you why. If you go on Tubi TV, you know all those different Toku shows I was telling you about, how I was ruining Carter's childhood. You can watch a lot of those shows, the Japanese versions. You can watch them on Tubi TV for free.
Mm-hmm.
You can watch Zeo Ranger, Jetman. You can watch Die Ranger. You can watch Hurricaneger, which was the first ninja, not the first ninja series for them, but the first like legit ninja power. I think it was Power Rangers Ninja, whatever the hell it was called over here. You can watch Deca Ranger, which was SPD. You can watch Lost Galaxy, which I think was Lost Galaxy. That one was I always get them mixed up. I think that was Ginga Man over there, and Power Rangers in Space, which was Mega Ranger over there, Time Ranger, all that shit. You can watch all those for free. The subtitles suck though. The subtitles are ass, and the way they do them in the fan sub community in Toku, they actually. Oop, I lost it. You see how it happened. I'm working on it.
What Jasmine said, that hat is hanging on for dear life.
It really is. That motherfucker's like, ah! Look, I'm gonna tell you. Look, the hat. Look, as much as I love this hat, the hat got a mind of its own. Look, the hat is gonna do what the hat do. Okay, I can't make it. Right. I can't make it do what I want it to do. The hat literally just looked at me and said,
"I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care."
He said, look, I'm gonna do my own thing. But no, what I was saying is, we have to look at the fact that in Toku, the subtitles they'll have special subtitles for when the person that's a Super Sentai or Kamen Rider or whatever, when they're in suit form versus when they're not. They'll have different colors for the different Rangers and the different Kamen Riders. So that way, if the Red Ranger is on the screen with the Blue Ranger, you're going to see red around the text for the Red Ranger, blue around the blue for the Blue Ranger. You're not gonna see the subtitles like, oh, I can't tell who the fuck is talking. It's not gonna be like that. You're also gonna see symbolism and stuff that goes with those things as well. The fan sub community is on that same shit. Meanwhile, Crunchyroll is just putting out basic bog standard ass subs. So the people that want to be those elitist subs only, they're getting shit on. And then, now, to be fair, I think in the English side of things, I don't think it really matters, because in the dub, I think the dubs are great now. Dubs are fucking fantastic now. You can have that elitist bullshit if you want. I don't personally care. Argue with your mama, don't argue with me. I actually think the dubs that have been coming out as of late, I honestly don't have a problem with them at all. Yeah, sure, every now and again, maybe there might be a dub that comes out that's on some ass, but like that's the exception, not the rule. I think by rule, dubs are perfectly fine and normal to watch. And you know, people can say, "Oh, it doesn't get across the same level of energy," but get fuck out of my face with that shit. Yeah, it does. It does. Shut fuck up. It does. Yeah, you're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me on that bullshit. Trying to have me hurt my eyes reading subtitles for 50 episodes. Eat my ass. Eat my ass. If you look, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you don't like dubs, I'm gonna tell you. Look. You can not like them dubs, but those folks out here trying to tell me that, oh no, man, you're not watching it the real way.
Fuck them. Fuck them up against the wall. Wear handcuffs on and crazy through on their lips. There you go. That's all you do.
That's how I feel about that shit. I'm just saying. You look. It is what it is. It is what it is. You can fight me on this. I don't care. But
Stop it. Get some help.
Look, that's what you do. That's what you do. I ain't got time to fight with you on this shit. Okay. Look, you can try to fight with me, but I'm not hearing it. No. You can sit here all day and tell me that, oh, no, man, Blerd out here bullshitting. Dubs is still trash.
So that was a fucking lie.
Yeah, no, no. Stop.
Okay.
Stop. It's cap. Goddammit. You a lie. You a lie, and everything you say is a lie. You don't sit here and tell me that shit. That said, yeah. As far as the AI stuff goes, yeah, they can eat my ass on that shit. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna work the same way that a lot of the other shit does. It's gonna fucking backfire on someone. It's gonna backfire on somebody, and the whole time I'm gonna be like this.
Y'all see it? I mean, you've already seen how the AI shit works, because look at last week. I saw too many goddamn people's reaction videos of them not saying a fucking word, watching that Kraven footage completely through, getting giddy on fight scenes, but other than that, it was dead silence, weren't doing what we were trying to do, and still got hit.
Yep.
So
thank you.
Yeah.
What Carter just said is exactly the reason why I think it's not going to work.
Yeah.
At least not in the way that it's not going to. Well, I don't know. Maybe the system is working just the way as intended. But the thing is, I feel like that is how it's going to wind up happening. It's going to wind up affecting people that are not actually pirating.
Mm-hmm.
So exactly. We don't. But you know what? How about that Kraven, y'all? I heard Kraven's doing numbers. I heard it just went double plastic. I don't pay attention. I don't give a shit about that site, but the number was funny. Somebody said on Rotten Tomatoes this shit was sitting at a 15%. Look, you know what I heard?
Reviewers are calling it everything from shit to fucking shit.
That's what I heard. I heard it went double negative.
Man,
I heard it went. Actually, here, let's see. Let's see here. Kraven, Rotten Tomatoes. I want to see. what they're saying about on Rotten.
Yeah, what is it at right now?
Yeah, let's see. So Rotten Tomatoes here. I'm not disabling my ad blocker. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna have to get over that. Here, let's look at that. 15 on the Rotten Tomato meter.
That's funny.
I love how the popcorn meter is 71%. Okay, first off, I saw Mark Bernardin trying to put the cape on for this movie. Yeah, that was bought and paid for. Here's the critic consensus.
Is why I can't read his books. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm like, look, Mark.
I'm sorry.
Mark, I love you to death, but you that remember when I said earlier you got to pick a struggle, copium or cap? He tried to do both of them. He tried to do both of them, motherfucker. He did both of them. Look, matter of fact, look, I saw Mark Bernard out here. Let me see. I think I still have it. Do I still have that? I got that motherfucker. I got his ass. I got his ass right here. Right here. That motherfucker said, yo, this movie. And he actually sent this shit. It was the middle of the fucking night. He said, definitely got something to bang out the year with on Tuesdays live. He said tickets are on sale. Like, first off, no.
So that was a fucking lie.
Yeah, no, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Paid for. You don't mind them tapping you on the head saying, good job, boy.
Good
That's
job,
what that
sir.
was right there.
That's what that was.
But I will say this. The Elite X1 saying 71% audience score? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Those are the same people that will swear to you, and I know this to be true because I heard it from somebody Wednesday at the comic shop. That 71% is from a group of motherfuckers that think that Venom trilogy blew those Spider-Man and Marvel films out of the goddamn water.
Yeah.
That's where that 71% come from, big dog.
Y'all
Don't be shocked at that. Don't be shocked at that. Because that's where it comes from.
You know who else it is? It's some same motherfuckers that was also out here putting cape on for Madam Web and Morbius. The devil is a lie. Stop it. Y'all are out here making Sony think that they got some heat. Y'all out here lying, trying to get Sony think they got some heat. They ain't got no heat. Stop it. Stop it. That shit is ice cold. Stop it. Y'all the ones out here that was putting on the cape.
Yes. Respectfully.
Stop it. Just stop it. But no, they said, here's what the critic consensus is. Claiming no trophies with his rote story and shoddy special effects. We talked about them special effects when we were trying to be transformative. Says Kraven the Hunter turns out to be a paper tiger. Okay. Oh, right here. Kraven the Hunter is a terrible movie, but you almost feel sorry for it. Like other Sony productions in the same vein, the Kraven the Hunter alternates between entertainingly awful and just bad. Often the intended tone is anyone's guess. The only pleasures Kraven the Hunter has to offer are faint, dumb, and guilty, and mostly supplied by an ensemble putting wildly varying amounts of effort into their underwritten paycheck roles.
What are the audience reviews?
Let's see here. This movie was really actually good. When people said that Venom Last Dance was bad, I knew I had to see it, and I thought it was the best out of the trilogy. Okay, paid for.
I told you.
You were bought. You got paid. You got paid.
That Venom trilogy blows whatever the bullshit Marvel put out the water. I heard that
the lies
several times this week. And what's the first thing he reads? Venom. I told you.
Can't lie. I enjoyed it. Love this movie. Awesome action. Appreciate the attempt to be as comic book accurate as. First off, no. I'm not gonna let y'all sit here.
So that was a fucking lie.
I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all sit here and act like this shit was comic book accurate. It was not comic book accurate. Stop it. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Matter of fact, every last single one of y'all motherfuckers, give me your chain. Give me your chain back.
You are so nasty.
Give me my chain back. God damn it. Look. Let me tell y'all right. Look right here. I'm just saying. Y'all knew. Y'all know. Stop it. Y'all are fucking lying. You're lying. You are lying.
Imagine selling your soul for a paycheck to Cap for Kraven. Go ask Mark Bernard.
Right? Look this. Lena D.
Was it soft?
Right?
Is that what it was? It felt like some Charmin. That would have felt like. Wait a minute. Go ask Mark.
Look, this right here. This is shit that got me though. A comic book accurate as possible.
You serious?
No, dude. They're lying. They are lying to you. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Anyone sitting here trying to tell me that Kraven is lit?
This is a sick Negro.
Look, I'm sorry. You lying. Mark Bernard, I love you to death, but I'm gonna say it one more time.
This is a sick Negro.
You are not okay. Can someone please check on Mark? Can someone please check on him? I need somebody to check on him while I got my straw hat on. I can't do it right now because if I move too fast, it's gonna fall off. I need somebody to go check on. I need somebody to go check on Mark. Can y'all please go check on Mark because he is not okay right now. He is not okay. I am pretty sure he is crashing out hard. I am sure he is down bad to sit up here and lie to me. Look, Mark, lie to your wife. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. You bet not ever lie to me again. You lie to me again, Mark, it is open season. I will. Woo!
Hey, man. Some got to pay for that Ozempic. Some got to pay for it. Let me tell you.
I'm just saying, man. Look.
I'm done.
Look.
I'm done.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
done. That was mean.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
sorry.
I'm just saying.
I'm sorry.
Look.
Hold on a minute, player.
I'm just saying, man. Look, I'm just
saying. I'm sorry. It was me. I'm sorry.
Look, Mark.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not. Ernie, take the one. Yeah, you take the one right now. I'm done.
Look, I'm just saying.
I'm done. I'm out.
He's like, I'm out.
I'm gone.
He's like, I'm out the game. He's like, I'm out the game. Wait a minute. No, look, I'm gonna say, look, for Carter, I'm gonna say this just for Carter. Danger. Absolute danger. He was out of pocket. He said that was out of pocket. I don't know if I appreciate that. Look.
Damn.
You ain't have to come at him like that, Carter. God damn. I mean, look. Yeah, I called him a sick Negro, but god damn.
He said now Carter got to get his in Aquagun too.
No, you look what's going to happen. Mark Bernardin is going to write a special section. He going to add some shit to that Anansi boys, and it's going to be you catching it. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules, but yeah, that was what it was on its face. Oh my God. That. Whew, hold on. Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
Woo!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look at my Stanley. Look at my Stanley, y'all. I got a Stanley.
The Stanley with that straw hat is diabolical. I'm gonna you right now.
Look, I just look. All I'm gonna say is, Mark, I love you to death. I none of this is coming from a place of mean spiritedness, but I gotta say, look, man. After seeing this, I need you to get your nigga wake up call. Okay.
Wake up, nigga.
I'm gonna need you to wake up. I'm gonna need you to get up out that sunken place. I'm gonna need you to come correct. You lying. You done told a lie. I don't appreciate it. I'm a yes. Look what Elise said. He said, okay, I'm back. Had to go. Them Kraven reviewers lying. Messed my stomach up. Look, see? The lies they have told. The lies they have told. Y'all out here lying on Spider-Man's internet. Y'all out here lying. Here, I want to see what's right now, as of today, we looking at 4.7 million. Man, look. That's as of Friday. That's the Friday box office. 4.7 million. Ooh, boy, y'all better get it together. Y'all better hope. Look, I hope Sony didn't pay for them reviews. I hope Sony didn't pay for it. What's the budget on this movie? This movie is 110 to 130 million dollars. That's the budget. That's the budget. Okay, so here let's do the math. For a movie to be considered successful, we're gonna go with the low end. We're gonna say 110. We're gonna say 110 million. 110 million. You got to make. And we're gonna go with the low end. You got to make at least 3 times your budget. 4 is preferable. So this movie needs to make at least $330 million to be profitable. $440 million to really be profitable. Okay. It would 2 times. I'll put it in perspective. 2 times his budget would be them breaking even. Okay, so there you go. I've said my piece. I've said the one piece.
You're nasty.
I'm a fucking menace. Okay, let's get into some questions from the chat. Also, real quick, I want to give a shout out. I don't know if they actually intended to do this because they said the same thing twice. But yeah, I appreciate it nonetheless. We got a random Streamlabs ID long string of numbers that tipped $10
Somebody
twice.
trapped in the Matrix right now.
That
came fresh from the Shadow Realm. Somebody in there, dog. Whoa. What is
oh my
that?
God. It's a
Oh, so Birdner said that was him. You need to get out of whatever gulag you are in right now.
Oh my
God.
Lord, Birdner, why they do that to you? Why you let them do that to you like that? I can't figure out. Okay, so I'm telling you right now. For one, I appreciate you, but yeah, you can get one of them back. You can get. I think you can get one of them back, man. Don't let him get you. Don't let him get you like that. Don't let him get you like that. Whew, Lord, my God, my chest is hurting right now because we've been laughing. My stomach and my chest hurting right now because we've been laughing so goddamn much. Whew, okay, all right. I'm calm. I'm calm now. I'm calm. Okay. Lord Jesus, we've been laughing up a goddamn storm. Okay. All right. I'm good. Goddamn, dude. Mark, I need you to get right. Also, Shadow Strider, thank you for the happy belateds and the happy holidays. We appreciate you, Pimp. Birdner, we appreciate you. We appreciate you as well. Glad to have you back. I know we had you in the Shadow Realm for a bit, but I'm glad you're back. I apologize for that because you caught a stray that you didn't even deserve. Let's see. We got a question from LP3 because that was it for Discord questions, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so we got one from LP3. Says a question I saw, a question that went viral on IG. Are any other black superheroes capable of making the cultural impact that Black Panther did? I think Miles Morales or Static could if done right. I think Miles Morales has definitely touched the culture.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I think Monica Rambeau could if utilized correctly.
That's the key thing there.
Yeah, exactly. Utilized correctly. They and to be fair, I'll even say to a fine point, I think Monica has not become a household name the way that Black Panther and Miles Morales and Static have become household names. I think Monica Rambeau and Blue Marvel are on the cusp. They're on the cusp. I think Mr. Terrific will become a household name soon. Ooh, excuse me. Wow, sorry, I did not mean to burp like that. I actually was not expecting that to happen. I apologize. I'm going to look. Hey, I'll look for myself.
This is a sick Negro.
For myself, I actually did not. I seriously apologize. That was not intentional. That was a lot. Anyway. I think Black Panther's already there. I think Miles Morales is already there. I think Static is already there. I want to see other characters get there, though. I actually really want to see characters like Icon, Rocket, Hardware, Anansi, a lot of the Shadow Cabinet members. Like I said, we were talking with Joseph Village yesterday. I want to see all of it. I want to see all of it. I want to see everything. I want to see everything. Okay, look. To put it in ways that what's the best way to put this? To put it in ways that I think will make sense for all parties involved. I am always going to be rooting, for all of our characters. To get there, to get to that point. I want to see everybody. I want to see everybody getting that limelight, and I think that they can all get it. That's the crazy part. They all can reach that echelon, but it takes being put in front of eyeballs.
Boom. And that's why I didn't want to bring the mood down saying it. I think all black superheroes are capable of making a cultural impact, but the door has to be opened for them to do so. And
yes,
I don't think they're open. We gave y'all Black Panther. Be happy for that. I feel like that's where we are right now.
Yes.
We gave y'all Luke Cage for a little minute. You know what I mean? So, but I didn't want to bring down the mood saying it. But I think that's where you were headed, which is that the door has to be open, and they have to be let in there instead of like gatekeeping or just letting somebody in every so often, or just, you know what I mean? So that's what I don't. That's what makes me sad about that.
No, 100%, 110 million%. You've. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want there to be more. I know there could be more. And I say this all the time. Static walked so that Miles could run. You know what I'm saying? Static walked so that Miles could run. And I think the sooner we recognize that, the sooner that we appreciate that, the sooner that we put respect on that, I think the better off we'll all be.
Yeah. One more thing before you move on to the next question. Monumental Comics is saying Black Lightning. Here's why I won't say Black Lightning. Because it was CW and it was TV. And that's why I didn't really want to bring up Luke Cage because technically that was TV. But we've already proven that we could do TV and we could do it well. We need that feature length. Bam. We can put asses in the seats. That's why I didn't want to really just bring up Black Lightning right there, because we've proven that we can blow that shit out of the water. But yeah, just if given the opportunity, I don't like that it's every so often or it has to be a certain way. So this all looks
I feel where you're coming from on that. It's like it just. I think the sooner that we can accept these things, I think the sooner that we can get, because I would be willing to give up a ground on Black Lightning if for no other reason the fact that it got people talking. Yeah, it got people talking. People believed. Yeah, they believed in it. Yeah, they believed in the process. At the end of the day, this is my if you want to know my mentality.
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am betting on black tonight.
Yeah, that's me all day, every day. That's me. I'm rooting for everybody black because I think that. Well, why not? Why not root for? We can all get in the door. Yeah, we can all get in the door.
Exactly.
That said, to answer Coyote Monsoon's $5 super chat here, says, you think comic books could be selling a lot better if they were more available in shops/stores like Walmart? Yes, I actually 110 million% agree with that statement because there was a story that we were going to talk about the other day, last week, where there were a lot of titles that were showing up in actual like brick and mortar like stores, regular ass stores. And being sold for like dirt cheap. Now, granted, these weren't like brand spanking new titles or anything of that magnitude. But I mean, it was like stuff like this. Yeah, and it was selling. Yeah, it was selling like hotcakes. Yeah, it was a lot of Rebirth stuff, like selling for like $1 or more. Stuff like that.
Yeah, one thing I was gonna say to Coyote Monsoon is that they were selling comics and stuff like that in Walmart, and I remember that being a big deal because there's one. There's a Tom King, I believe it was, Superman story that got a lot of fucking praise. But it was a like a Walmart exclusive deal to get people in there to get books from there. So yeah, that was a thing. I don't know if it's still going on, but I do remember that being a thing.
That's what I heard. And now, once again, these aren't brand new titles. These are, like I said, these are older books. So I mean, they can get away with selling it for like $1. But I mean, I think that should be something that people maybe take a look at as to something that they could do. I think so. Because I used to, as a kid, I used to be able to go to Walgreens, Walmart, 7-Eleven, the whatever corner store and get comics.
Yeah. And
I think that should be a thing. I mean, yeah, you can still have the brick and mortar comic shops, but I mean, you make comics available to where they are everywhere. And I'm gonna say this too, not just in brick and mortar. I know people got a little mad at me when I talked about the ones and zeros. I know some people got a little angry with me when I was talking about getting your comics in a digital format, but here's the thing. I also think that the Shonen Jump model is something that both Marvel and DC should be considering.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they technically tried it before, but I think that there should be a one-stop shop where you can go, and to be fair, technically Global Comics is about the closest you can get to that. However, they do not carry Marvel Comics at this moment. They only carry DC, Dark Horse, Boom Studios, Image, Dynamite, AWA Upshot, Top Cow.
That's a hell of a lot of books y'all can get through.
It's a hell of a lot of books.
Goodness.
It's like $89.99 for a whole year, but I mean, and they usually give you like a $79.99 entry level price, but because they fuck with me, I can get you in there for like maybe like 60. I can get you in there for maybe like 60. So
It sounds like a lot, but you have to take into consideration that that's not just one imprint. You have access to the vast majority. You know what I'm saying?
Gavin and I have actually talked about this in person. We've talked about this face to face. Gavin has been saying this for a while. I need to be able to pull up, just like how I can just pull up the Shonen Jump app and be like, ooh, boop, jump, here we go. Okay, I'm reading my latest. Oh yeah, dude, that's crazy. What's going on in the new chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen right now? It's crazy, man, dude. But actually, I want to read this other one over here. I want to read this Blue. Well, actually, I don't think Blue Lock is on Shonen Jump app, but you get what I'm saying. You get my point. I can read whatever I want, wherever I want. And the sooner that Marvel and DC and everybody else gets on board and says, fuck this fighting, let's put the book somewhere, $7.99 a month, $8.99 a month, $9.99, whatever the hell it takes to make it happen and feasible and viable for all parties involved. Hell, charge $15 a fucking month. We pay more than that for fucking streaming services for just one streaming service. Whatever the fucking cost, make it happen. Make it happen so make comics accessible to people. Is all I'm fucking saying. It's not that fucking hard, people. We can make this a thing. It can be a thing. It can happen. People just need to stop fucking, because I know what it probably ultimately comes down to is probably some companies trying to measure dick sizes. Yeah. But no, stop that shit, because that's why anime and manga, when people always want to use that argument, oh man, manga's eating American comics lunch. Okay, you want to know why? It's because they make it fucking dirt ass cheap to get in. That's why. This is why it happens. Period. End of story. The sooner the American comics industry gets hip to that, everything else is fixed. You will start seeing more. It'll become more accessible. Make it easy for people to get into it. They just need to do it. The thing is, I know. There's going to be the people, they don't like the ones and the zeros. That's fine. You know what? I like having a physical book in front of me too. That's why that's why I have this in hardcover, as opposed to having it in a digital format. But I mean,
for if you're somebody that don't like the ones and zeros, because I could tell that kind of hit a nerve with you. But if you're somebody that don't like the ones and zeros,
calm me down.
Ain't nobody hurting you. Just because you next to the person that does, you like that shit on your shelf, continue to like that shit on your shelf, and continue to buy shit for yourself shelf. While that person next to you got their phone, they got their iPad, they got their Android tablet, they have their PC, they got their laptop. Ain't nobody hurting you by them doing it in the way that they want to enjoy the same thing you're enjoying. Sit down.
Well, even right here, I even like here what Bernard said, Blerd and advertisers. I would gladly pay $20 a month with advertisements to make it accessible. And here's the thing. I like I said, I don't, and I'm with Gavin. I don't want to hurt the direct market. I don't want to hurt the direct market because, like I said, I want comic book shops to still exist. I want them to still thrive. So, I mean, you would have to find a way to do this in such a way where it's not going to hurt, our LCSs. But I also think that there's a way to get it done. And I think what needs to happen, everyone needs to sit down at the table and say, hey, how can we make this better? How can we? Because I'm going to tell you right now, this is where the American comics industry is going to die. It doesn't have anything to do with wokeness. It doesn't have anything to do with changing characters. It doesn't have anything to do with fucking canons or status quos or too many fucking crossover events every fucking year. It has nothing to do with any of that. Not at all. I'm going to tell you where comics are going to die. This is going to be the thing that'll be the death knell to comics. Doesn't have anything to do with fucking anime or manga being so accessible. It has everything to do with the fact that we are not trying to meet people where they are. And that's with children, especially. Children have fucking iPads, cell phones. They're not always trying to read some physical piece of media. So if we can catch the kids, and I'm quite literally.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
We need to be thinking about the children. I'm just being honest.
That's a good question. Are Scholastic book fairs even a thing anymore?
Yes, they are.
That's how they got me in the comics.
Yeah. No. Cersei literally just had one. She literally just had one, and they do.
Nice.
And here's the thing. Right here, I'm gonna pull this off the shelf without trying to kill myself. I just at Memphis Comics Expo, I talked to the writer of this comic, Kyle Starks, who I actually need to get in touch with. Because I need I want to get him on the show. I want to get him on the show. To talk about some stuff. But Kyle Stark said it himself. He said, he pointed to his own child and said, "My child is a manga head. She can literally right here on the phone, all the manga, all of it, anytime on tap."
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it. That's how you get them.
Yeah. That's a hell of a way to end it right there, dog. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm saying.
It's kind of scared me because you sweating bullets.
I'm sweating my. Well, it's all these lights.
Mm-hmm. See what happened when you trying to stop? They got them head on as long as you did. Now you know how I felt with that Starro mask on. That Suicide Squad. Yeah.
But no, I can't. It's such a. It's such a big deal to me because the closer I get to this industry,
and
this is an industry I want to be a part of. It's an industry I want to see thrive and grow. It's why I'm always telling y'all how much I care about this industry. And I remember someone actually said something this about me the other day. It was and I'm not trying to shit on anybody, but I remember I had posted I don't think I was even talking about one of my own videos. I was talking about something else. And someone came at me saying, "Man, I like your videos and all, but man, I don't really care about how you feel about the book. You can tell me that shit at the end. I just want to know what's in the book." And my response was basically like, "Hey, if you just want someone to spoon feed you the plot of a comic, with no commentary, no additional insights or thoughts," I was like, there are dozens of channels out there for you. And I'm not trying to shade anybody specifically, so I'm not going to name names of those people because they are all people I'm cool with. But there are multiple channels that will literally just start the video off and be like, "Hey, today we're going to talk about blah 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 number 8. And this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened." And they're not giving you any commentary, no background, no insight. They're just literally telling you that. And then the end of the fucking video, like, share, fucking subscribe. There are plenty of channels that do that. I do not do that myself. At least I try not to. So, if you don't want my opinion, you don't want my personal thoughts, you don't want any commentary, you just want someone to literally take the comic and say, "Here you go, open up. Here, let me chew it up for you first. All right, here you go. Here comes the choo-choo train." Yeah, if you want that, there's plenty of fucking channels that do that. I don't do that. I give you my opinion because I care about this fucking industry. I want this industry to exist. I want it to thrive. I want it to be in a good place. I want to be a part of this industry. I want to help this industry. I want to be one of the driving forces to help this industry grow. But I'm not going to do what these other people do. So that's why I always say when I'm talking about the things that I care about in these books and give my opinions about why I think something works or doesn't work, it's not because I'm trying to be an asshole. It's not because I'm trying to be a dick. It's because I'm trying to actually help. Yep. So yeah, that's that on that. I got way too hype off that. I apologize. Yeah. Calm. And I do agree. It is why I say, It's why I do not call my, like when people say, oh, you're a comic reviewer. I honestly don't like to think of myself as a comic reviewer. I like to think of myself as a comic commentator. Yeah, because I liked it because I like the same way that when I watch my political bread tube stuff and they're giving they're watching a video and then they give their political analysis. I feel the same way about a comic book. Same way you watch a football game or a basketball game and you go watch Sports Center later and like, oh, okay, this is where that's the type of shit I'm talking about. So I don't want to just be like, here, let me. I'm really trying not to be an asshole here, and you know, it's probably why my channel will never reach the heights that people like Comics Explained and Dope Spills.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Because you said that and you hit that 100. Don't do that.
I'm just saying. But no, I'm saying there's a reason why they are bigger than me, and it's because they give the people what they want. I'm going to give you what you want, but I'm also, you're going to have to take this medicine with it. You're going to have to take this medicine with it. And it's
you treat them like fucking human beings that have common sense and that can make decisions for themselves. They are not these sheeple that need everything force-fed and read to them because they don't want to think for themselves.
Also, let's put some respect on it. Elite X1 did correct me. It is 101K. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah.
101K.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, no, but but I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, if I just did the bog standard, okay, here we're going to be talking about X-Men number 8. Here's everything that happened, and okay, bye everybody, goodbye. Like, if I did that, yeah, I would have 1 million. I'd have 1 million subscribers. It would just be, yeah, okay, so they said this, and then this happened. Okay, all right, now the video's over. But no, I like to say, okay, this happened, but okay, let's talk about why this is happening. Yeah. Let's talk about why. Okay, this is the history behind why this. Okay, or here, let me give you some insight as to what might be happening next. You know, I know that's not popular. I know it's not popular. I can look at my channel and tell you why it's not popular.
Mm-hmm.
But I look at my peers who actually are able to get, you know, numbers doing the thing that I do. So I know that it's possible to work. So I want to give people that perspective. And to also highlight something that Gavin said earlier, to just regurgitate the story line by line, panel by panel, is, for one, doing a disservice to the people who put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
Who put in the work, and you may as well be pirating the fucking book at that point.
Yep.
So that's why I have that feeling I have here. I will say this, I'm not gonna lie, I do feel kind of like really worked up, and we've said a lot. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I want to answer more questions, but I do feel like I need to go like take a chill pill. Because I feel like my blood pressure just skyrocketed. But I will read this last super chat, and then we're going to get out of here. And it's from Nerd Large. It says, what's good, Ern Hova and Carter? I don't know if I want to be Hova right now. I don't know if I want to be Hova right now. I don't know if I want to be Hova right now. Look, what was that?
And I most certainly don't want to be Dame Dash.
Look, let me tell you something, because I think Charles Barkley had to catch somebody the other day and said, oh, not right now, man. Not right now. He's I don't know if you want to use that Jay-Z reference right now. But no, says, and the rest of Rock and Blerd say, you know, we need a hot new rap track to accompany yours and some ninja named Quinn's comic next year. So I'm telling you what, man. So a lot of y'all, I don't know if y'all know this, Quinn is a rapper. That's actually how I know Quinn. Wow. I know Quinn. So, okay, so I'm gonna tell him myself, I'm gonna show a little bit of age. But I first met Quinn when he was a part of a rap group here in Memphis. Called Iron Mike Coalition. IMC, the Iron Mike Coalition. These guys were like the Wu-Tang Clan of Memphis. Because it was Jason the Hater, and the Mighty Quinn. That's how I knew him. And like I said, Quinn is a bad motherfucker. That's all I'm gonna say. He's a bad motherfucker. And I remember I'm not gonna just because I don't want to get in any trouble. I don't have any special permissions, but I will say you can find their music on Spotify, to my understanding. But their music was lit. Matter of fact, I tell you what, if you if you look them up, because I think I've seen the name pop up with other people, but if you go on there and look, if you see this, if you see that, that's them. That's them. But no, Quinn is a bad motherfucker on them bars, and he is a rapping motherfucker. He has got bars for your ass. And that's actually how I knew him. So we might be able to make something happen. We might be able to, we might just be able to make a little something happen. But IMC is a motherfucker. They even, I think they just recently had an anniversary show. Not that long ago. Quinn was telling me about it. I didn't get to go see it just because I was locked down in the Nerd 901 Extra Life joint that went down just a couple of weeks back, 2 or 3 weeks back, I think. So I didn't get to be a part of. I didn't get to. Well, I wouldn't have been a part of that because I have no connection to them outside of enjoying their music. But I would have been there to see it. But yeah, man, Iron Mike Coalition was my shit. I was so proud of them for like just being amazing. But I will say though, if you look them up, and because like all their music just has so many different vibes to it. But I will say, if you look them up, there is one particular song that I will say you should take a look at. Here, let me see. I'm gonna pull this up. Hopefully, it doesn't autoplay anything. Yeah, okay, it's not. Okay, there we go. Yeah, dude, they have a song called Crown, and that was the first song of theirs I ever heard, and it's lit. That's all I'm gonna say. It's lit. That's all I'm gonna say. Yes, it's on YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, it is on YouTube. Yep. Yep, they were out here. But thank you, Nerd Large, for that. 1999 super chat. But yeah, if you go look it up. I liked him. Quinn, the Mighty Quinn is who is doing the art for my comic. So that is who it is. That said, yeah, we're gonna get out of here because my blood pressure is probably sky high right now because I have gotten very angry and animated. But I will be back tomorrow. Do not forget because I'll be chit-chatting with Murewa. We're gonna be talking about Storm, the future of Storm. Yes, we're gonna talk about that scene. Yes, we're going to talk about that scene. Matter of fact, when I talked to Murewa on the side afterwards, he was like, because when he sent me, he sent it to me. He was like, yeah, I know you're not a fan of that pairing, but he's like, I had to do it. And I was like, I ain't mad at you. I was like, I just pour one out for my nigga Craig, man. That's all I'm saying. Craig and NASA. I hope he's out here. I hope he's okay. But that's it. Yeah, y'all make sure you tune in for that. You'll see the show posted, I hope. I believe we're gonna be going live at 7 p.m. Central tomorrow. I'll have to make confirmation on that, but it will be going down. But hey, we will get the whole Murewa to task for how dirty Craig got done. So we'll see what happens, man. Because as far as we know, last we saw Craig, he was laying up in the bed. He done woke up, Storm, ran off to go save Magneto from hell, and we ain't seen him since. That man's out here worried. He's out here worried for Storm, and she out here gallivanting in Atlanta. Man, look, I don't know what's happening. But anyway, Carter, you got anything?
No.
Okay. All right, y'all. So for for everyone, Earth's Mighty subscribers, Earth's Mightiest patrons, the chatters, the lurkers, the super chatters, my people over on the Streamlabs side, my people on the Twitch side, for everyone in Blerd Koa, all my people in Blerd Club, for Carter Presents. I am the Blerd without fear. You know what? Have a great weekend.
Bye.